You walked up in here, you're talking to my partner, calling him bro. He's over twice your age. You should be calling him sir.
This is 18-year-old Christian Hillman, who has been hit with a brutal reality check.
You're a kid, and you need to grow up, young man.
Sir, can you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not, because you know what? You are not going to tell me what to do. Do you understand?
I will file a complaint on you.
Go ahead, do it!
In September 2016, a haunting image surfaced the internet. The image of Christian staring into the camera with blood-stained hands. Just weeks earlier, a confrontation would take place, which would leave the victim gurgling in his own blood and with severe brain damage. Now, as Hillman sat in the interrogation room, his spoiled, entitled nature became painfully clear.
Can you give me a double mattress? Could I put these handcuffs on? Can I get an attorney in here?
Get me an attorney.
Bring an attorney in here.
Oh, yeah, really?
I have the right to an attorney. You do get in here right now.
What crimes has he committed, and what dark path led him here?
We just hung out for a little bit.
You said you contemplated and talked about what happened. What were you guys talking about?
Then what?
You said that after he was gurgling, the guy was gurgling, and you guys left, got out of there, and you contemplated on what had took place. What were you guys talking about?
Like afterward?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. We're just trying to forget about it. Like, I lost my temper. I really hate being angry.
Sure.
Christian's story begins to unravel when the detectives bring in the two friends who were with him that night.
I just moved in like LVS and drew like a big old on one of them and stuff like that, just to goof around.
Sure.
And then we were like, all right, let's just go dirt bike some more because it's getting way too dark. And then that. Yeah, but we were like, he's probably gonna be there soon. So he jetted off. I got on, we jetted off. Hat flew off, put it back on, and I couldn't find it. So I was like, he's probably right up here waiting for me because I could see like the blinking light for like the four-way stop. So I get up there, and he's nowhere to be seen. And I'm like, oh. So I go, you know, like, so I go left. Go left for about maybe half a mile and couldn't find him again. So I'm like, gotta turn around. He's gonna be back there somewhere. So I turn around and I call him. I'm like, yo, Christian, where are you? No, first and I'm like, we're still out dirt biking, dude. I need to find Christian before we head back, because I don't know where I am. And he's like, all right, bro. Well, where are you back? Because I'm Hank. I'm like, all right, hang up. Call Christian. Doesn't answer. Put my phone in my pocket. I'm looking both ways. I get a call from Christian. All I hear is like frantic, like moving and stuff like that. And I'm like, Christian, are you still driving? Like, stop. Like, answer your phone. And he's like, this dude's unconscious. And I was like, what? This dude's unconscious. So I'm like, what? So I pull up some more and I see this like truck with its, hazards going off. I'm like, what the f? So I pull up.
So let me ask you this. So you're on the phone with Christian as this is going on?
Yeah.
Okay, so you call him, he answers, he says this dude's unconscious.
And I was like, what? And then I hung up and I put it in my pocket, pulled up to see where he was, because then it was just like a bunch of like muffling. It sounded like he was going like this. And I finally saw the truck, so I pulled up and he was like right there, and this dude's like laying there unconscious. And I'm like, dude! And he's like, dude, he choked me. And I was like, what? And I was like, we need to go, bro. You just knocked him out. Let's go, bro. And he's like, all right, bro, let's go. And he was like trying to like pick up his dirt bike, and like people started showing up, and he started like talking to all these people and everything. And I was just like sitting on the ATV like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? And then he got on and we just jetted back to his crib.
Okay. So you get back to his house.
Yeah.
Pull these things in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And then what'd you guys do?
And then we sat for about maybe an hour, smoked some cigarettes. Ate a little bit of food. And then we were like, I'm going to go back to my house. We're like, sure. Go back to my house.
Okay. So what'd you guys talk about? I mean, very dramatic story.
Yeah.
Very animated on what happened there. And then you're telling like, yeah, they went to the house, eat, smoke, and that was it. I mean, I gotta imagine this is a pretty traumatic event.
Yeah,
you guys are sitting talking about what happened.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Christian said that he was driving and the guy like got really close to the back of him, And he's always told me that it's like scary when someone gets to really close to the back of you on like a, you know, a two-wheeler. Like it's, you know, so they touch that back wheel, you're gonna fall. So he starts pulling over, and the guy pulled over with him. And I believe him in that part because his bike was parked right in front of his truck. And I'm like, so I was like, all right, whatever. And then so Christian gets off the bike, and the guy must have gotten out of the car too. And Christian said he laid hands on him, and Christian just beat the shit out of him. And she said it was complete self-defense. Like, I've known Christian for a while now.
You know what self-defense is?
I mean, it's like when someone, like, attacks you and you use, like, I would say, I guess a little bit.
Did that sound like this scenario?
As badly as he was hurting, I couldn't tell you.
Honestly, as badly as he was hurting, do you think this is self-defense?
No.
Okay. Why? You were besides going to Grand Rapids Christian, you seem like you've been in the streets. You got friends who's in the streets. You seem like an intelligent young dude, right? So
this is in a severe condition. Like,
sure.
Like, punching someone in the face and knocking them out's one thing, and like, or like pushing someone out of the way or something like that.
And then doing what? After you push them out of the way, you get the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But apparently he was like kicking him and shit, and like all of this like extra shit. I was just like,
do you think that's a little extreme?
It's not a little extreme. It's a lot extreme. Like,
sure.
I was knocked out at a party once, and the guy slammed my head in the cement, gave me a concussion.
Right.
Like, I don't like fighting.
No, and you know, and I'm just going based on Christian's story that this guy came and grabbed his neck.
This friend is none other than Noah Bolowski, the one who snapped the infamous photo of Christian and posted it on social media. The way Noah speaks, it's clear that the incident left him deeply shaken. Despite being Christian's friend, even he recognizes the sheer inhumanity that Christian unleashed that day. His other friend will also agree that Christian indeed went too far that day.
Were you there when he took that picture?
Yes.
Okay.
It was on his porch.
Do you know why he had him take his picture?
No.
Did he ask him to take his picture?
No.
Did Christian ask him to take it?
No. I'm not really sure. Like, the picture was just taken. I think he just didn't even say anything, just took the picture.
Okay. Did you take any pictures of him?
No.
No?
I just want to forget that. Like, I didn't want any pictures of it.
You said you have not had any contact with Christian since?
Nope.
Via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know these are all things we can check?
Yep.
No contact with
No
him?
contact.
Okay.
Don't even have his number.
So you're mainly...
But I think I had some information that wasn't mentioned through all of this.
So Christian told you he was on...
2 bars of Xanax.
Anything else?
And then I witnessed him take 2 more that night when I told him not to. So when he came in this office, that means he was on it.
Oh, he was tripping when he was here.
Yeah.
That was clear.
I think that's what started the fight. He felt like he was invincible because he was on Xanax.
You ever taken it?
No.
I'm just wondering, I've never taken it either, I'm just wondering what it does, what it makes you feel like.
I heard it makes you like mellow and like, but in his case, it didn't.
Clearly he was not mellow.
Right.
It made him violent. It's just sad. Anything else?
No.
No.
Christian was under the influence of Xanax when he committed the crime. It's quite evident now who was actually intoxicated. Up until now, the detectives have been patient with his behavior, but he's in for a surprise.
Y'all about to lock me up?
No, we need you to be completely honest with everything.
Oh, I'm being completely honest with you guys.
Okay. Not being completely honest with everything. Okay. And I don't want to appreciate you're trying to come up with a story that it was self-defense and this guy grabbed me by the neck, and I don't have the forms with me. But do you realize there was an event at the church when this whole thing took place? You were so angry you did not realize who was around, who was watching, who was listening. So, what I said earlier, and I know you're concerned, you said, I don't want to go, you got to be honest, okay? And I'm not yelling, screaming, I'm being just giving you straight up.
You're being cool, bro.
I'm just you gotta be honest. You
Yeah,
know,
like,
I've done this job way too long to know, one, you're not giving us certain names because I think this might be your boy, you don't want to tell on your boy, blah, blah, blah. We're going to find out. So that's not going to help you out when we find, or if it was another couple guy, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the thing is, you're not being 100% honest, okay? Because there's two sides to the story, okay? One is yours. 2 and 3 is your buddies. 4 is the victim. So then you kind of look, all right, is the victim story going to match up to your story? But in this case, it's easy because we can take your story out and the victim story out, and we can talk to witnesses who don't know you and don't know the victim. So for a case like this, it's simple. I mean, we just talk to the witness. What'd you see? What'd you hear? Who did what? Who did what next? It's better than catching it on video because you have witnesses who don't even know you and don't know. It's different if I say, Christian, yeah, we got 2 witnesses. Well, who are they? Well, it's the victim's cousins. Well, then that doesn't make sense. Of course, they're going to say, you did this. These are church folks just leaving a church, driving off, and witness this whole thing go down. And you guys didn't realize that they're standing watching this thing go down. They watched what you did, what you guys did. They heard what was said and what happened, and that's how we ended up there. It's because they were the ones that called 911.
That's understandable.
So your story is not even close to what these witnesses, these poor folks, saw. It's not true.
Can I get an attorney in here?
What's that?
Can I get an attorney in here?
It's up to you.
No, I'd like one right now.
Oh, hell yeah. I never had it on before.
Yeah, you're gonna have them on now.
Do you think that's cool?
What's cool?
Having those on?
No, it's just a new experience. Okay.
But I mean, you almost like think it's like cool. Do you think it's cool to be here right now?
I mean, no, I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cool somebody put their hands on my neck too and threaten me.
Okay.
That's not cool.
But here's the other thing I want you to realize, okay? You asked for an attorney, so I'm not asking you any questions. I'm just going to talk for a second.
Yeah,
okay?
Go for it.
All right? How old are you?
Yeah.
Okay? And you walked up in here, and you're talking to my partner, calling him bro. He's over twice your age. You should be calling him sir.
I did call
What I'm sitting here listening to, while I'm sitting here in my chair, is listening to a kid who thinks that he's just talking with 2 guys instead of understanding the gravity of why he's sitting in this room. Okay? Old. And you need to grow up, young man.
Sir, can you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not. Because you know what? You are not going to tell me what to do. Do you understand?
I will file a complaint on
Go ahead, do it. Go ahead.
Go give me my fucking lawyer. You think this
really? Go do it. You see what I mean? Huh? Sitting there calling me a nigger?
I never even called
one of my partners.
I never even called you a bro.
Really? What did you just say? That's your problem. That's why you don't understand the gravity of why you're sitting in this chair at 1:30 in the morning. Because you're a kid who thinks he's a tough guy. And you want us to sit there and believe that you're just driving down the road on your ATV and this guy's honking his horn and you didn't do nothing wrong? You got an attitude and it shows by the way you're talking to my partner in the
He was
end.
a 7-year-old man. And he also put his hands around me.
Okay. So you're going to say that to all these other witnesses that saw what happened. We're doing a search warrant at your house right now.
Oh, you are, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get my attorney in here
You
right
have
now.
no idea who you're playing with.
Yep.
Oh, believe me, I do.
So the
Yeah.
ATV, the bike is coming out of the garage right now, the blood all in the garage, everything. We have it all.
There's no blood in the garage, cuz.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You slipped up, buddy.
You got a lot growing up.
Oh,
on you.
yeah. As smart as you.
Get me an
We're not
attorney.
bringing an attorney in here.
Oh, yeah, really?
Okay.
Come sue the out of y'all.
We're not
I have the right
attorney.
You do get in here right now,
Continue.
and you can get
And
one.
when you go over to the jail, and then you can call and get an attorney. Okay?
What the f*** am I going to jail?
You'll find
You'll
out.
find out.
Big tough guy.
You're a
You'll
tough
find
guy.
out.
You know all the answers, bro.
Y'all some assholes, bro.
Christian played right into the cops' hands, and now they had to break the gravity of the situation he is in.
We're doing a search warrant at your house right now. So my boss is out there at the house. I got a search warrant. Magistrate signed it. So,
Look, I got nothing to hide in my house, man.
I know. I hear you, but I'm just letting you know what's going on. I mean, I don't want you to think that I'm do anything. I'm not
Oh,
making
no,
this
yeah.
stuff up.
Yeah, you're keeping it 100, bro.
And you know, there is blood inside of that garage. And
In my garage?
Chris, okay. I don't know what other way to tell you, man. I'm not making this up, okay?
Oh, yeah, I know you're not making it up. You're
Yeah, inside of your
account.
garage, yes. There's blood inside of your garage. Okay? So, that's what we're dealing with right now.
Okay.
And we're in the process of finding.
Thanks, man.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, I understand.
When Christian hears that the cops are about to search his home, he knows he messed up. Panic sets in and he quickly asks for an attorney again, realizing the walls are closing in on him.
What's going on with the attorney situation?
We don't get you an
We don't
attorney.
get you
You
an
ask for
attorney.
an attorney. That's on you to get an attorney.
Okay, but I'm supposed to be publicly appointed ones.
You don't understand how the process works, do you?
It's not our job.
Well, whose job is it? Because I'm not about
job.
I'm not about to answer a bunch more questions. I know
We're
my
not asking you any questions, Christian. Then what question have we asked since you said you want an attorney?
Well, I mean, the thing is, he put me in these for absolutely no damn reason. I'm just sitting here cooling.
Okay.
I don't understand it.
You're being detained right now. Okay? We're not asking you any questions, and it's not our job to call to get you an attorney. That's not our job.
Then whose job is it?
Yours.
Okay, well, I need my phone to do that.
Sure. You just hang tight, Christian. We're going to get the search warrant done, and we'll kind of decide what's going to happen next, okay?
How can we get a hold?
Really? You guys don't need to contact them. They had nothing to do with it.
Well, here's the thing. You're not running this investigation, so it's not your decision on who we're going to talk to.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to talk to you.
How do you know? You don't know what somebody else is going to do.
Oh, but damn sure I do.
Okay.
Hey, yo, get my attorney, too.
Hey, yo, we don't do that.
All right, well, give me my phone so I can call my lawyer. He about to come in here and kill his up.
It's clear now that he thinks that getting an attorney will get him out of the murder charge, so he keeps acting like a tough gangster and says that his friends will not talk to the detectives, but he is unaware of the fact they already had.
I was trying to be polite as hell for the first thing. Y'all start asking me some questions and shit. Trying to be all nice to y'all. Then old Billy Bad over here thinks she has a bad, she's one bad mother. Play that. And I'm just gonna let y'all know too that y'all not let me see an attorney, I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you. Y'all gonna lose some fucking bank.
Like any spoiled teen, he will now call his parents, complaining about the situation and expecting them to fix everything for him. But it will be interesting to see how his parents react.
wanna know something that's got me super f***ed up?
What?
You wanna know something that's got me super f***ed up?
What's going on?
Well, right now, I am in the Kent County Police Department. I am chained to the floor, and they were refusing me to give me an attorney.
Well, we have to hire one. What do they charge you with?
No, this is the thing, Dad. Like, literally, they will not get me a public appointed attorney, and that's their job.
Because we can afford one. They don't have to get you one until after they're raining.
Alright, well, you're not staying in jail then. I'm sorry. Like, somebody's gonna have to bail me out.
I don't know if we can.
Yeah, you damn sure can.
What are you arrested for?
Well, for getting in a fight with that dude. I shouldn't even brought my ass down here. They're trying to pull that good cop, bad cop. That's hilarious. They think they got that shit all figured out like they're some OGs or something.
Christian, you know.
I'm 12. I don't give a f about them niggas.
Christian, come on now. You know, you're doing like things work for yourself. Just talking like that.
No, but the only problem, this is what I'm not understanding here, is they will not give me an attorney which is supposed to be present during this time. They have me shackled to the floor. I am not violent. I have no weapons. They have me chained to the floor.
Okay. Christian, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know when we can get you an attorney. It's the middle of the night.
Alright, well, you're gonna have to come putting up with this bullshit. So, like, I'm cussing these cops out. They think they're all Billy Bad. They're really not.
But all this is just get you in a lot more trouble.
No, I got freedom of speech. I can say whatever the f I want to those niggas.
Well, Christian, you're going to be like that. I can't help you. I can't help you. You're going to just get more trouble.
Alright, well, I need somebody to come bail me out.
Well, I don't know if you can. I'll have to call my office if it's going on.
Alright, I'm
Listening to how he talks to his father, it's clear that he's used to having everything his way. This entitled attitude isn't just a coincidence, it's a direct result of his upbringing. Watch closely how he also talks to his mother, exposing the root of his arrogance and sense of entitlement.
Hello?
want to come down to the police station?
Well, I have the detectives here right now.
Alright, well, what are they saying to you, and what are they searching?
For the clothes that you wore.
The clothes that were? Oh. Why you left them in the house?
So they have a warrant?
Oh, they had a warrant?
Yeah. I'm sure they don't want to wear your dirty underwear.
Alright, no.
This is not a laughing matter. I know. I'm sorry, Christian.
Yeah, like, I'm really pissed. They have me chained to the floor.
They chained you to the floor?
Yeah, I'm pissed.
Why would they chained you to the floor?
Yes. So you come down here, like, right now and settle this out? So I'm not having it. They refuse to give me an attorney. They will not have a publicly appointed attorney come in here so I can talk with them. And that's my rights.
Yeah?
So they're breaking my rights? So basically, I'm coming back and I'm suing them for everything they had.
Gee, Christian.
Look. They got me chained to the floor.
You're laying on the floor when you're chained.
Yeah. Please come down here.
Well, I have the guys here right now, so I can't leave.
So I need help more. I need a lot more help than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, listen, I can't leave. I can't even go downstairs in the basement or anything.
Why?
Because they're doing a search. Whereabouts are you, anyhow?
I am at the Kent County Jail right now.
Is that the one? Kent County,
Like I go knock on the door, but these
is heavy, so the chain can't even reach the door to knock on it.
Oh,
Yeah, I just really need you down here.
okay. So
So
I can't leave right now. I can't leave. These guys are doing their job, and I can't leave. You know? And my phone is dying, by the way.
really need you to be here.
So are you at the Kent County Jail House?
Yes.
That's what you call it?
Well, actually, damn it, hang on. I'm up. This is going to be a struggle. Listen, come on.
Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather have you come.
I am going to.
You coming down here?
Yes, I am. As soon as I get a chance, I will.
All right, look.
Everything comes on it. And you're at the Kent County.
It's Kent County.
It's not with the sheriff's department.
What's the precinct?
Kent County Sheriff's Department.
Kent County Sheriff's. Yeah, I'm at the Kent County Sheriff's Department.
Kent County
Bro,
Sheriff's
can you please get this off my way?
And it's our policy.
I understand, bro. It's uncomfortable as hell, man.
Yeah, sure. It's not made for comfort, man.
All right, man. Yeah.
Because I do have to plug my phone in somewhere.
Okay. Well, I really need y'all to come down here and bail me out.
Okay, I will.
All right. So when am I supposed to be seeing you?
Well, I don't know how long the gentleman will be here. So I don't know.
My phone's on a little battery right now too, and I'm pretty much.
Okay, well, hang up the phone, and then I'll come down. If they still think that I don't know what he's doing, and I'm going to keep it that way. That way they don't have the time that you left, or I didn't see that, or I did not.
Christian's conversation with his mom sheds light on their relationship and underscores how much his parents are responsible for his downfall. His mother's comment that the detectives don't know she's aware of his crime and that she intends to keep it that way shows the lengths to which she will go to protect her son. Her misguided encouragement will only worsen his situation, further entrenching him in his destructive path. And now you'll hear his demands, which will confirm that Christian is indeed a spoiled brat.
Yeah, man, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. If y'all think it's going to sell, can you give me a double mattress?
Look, man. All right, here's the deal. We're just kicking it, right? We're just kicking it. You watch way too much TV, dude. Like the whole getting you an attorney, and now you're asking for a double I mean, come on, man. We don't put in requests. None of that happens. It's not real. None of it's real. I mean, if you're locked up tonight, you're gonna get what you get. I mean, we don't.
Oh man, I've slept on worse, believe me, bro.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, I don't get what this kind of facade is. I mean, it's like, no, we don't put requests in for a double mattress and your own room, and this isn't a hotel. I mean,
no, that's not what I meant, like a double mattress, bro. I mean like a double match.
They don't do that, dude. They just don't. No.
That's pretty whack.
But
Christian's privileged attitude becomes evident during his interrogation. He demands a double mattress and calls his parents, expecting them to fix his situation. His sense of entitlement stems from the way he was raised, and this is a pattern that repeatedly surfaces throughout the case. Driven by his desperation to leave the situation, he calls his mom once more.
Everybody just left.
They did? So do you think you can come down here now?
Are you out?
What?
Are you out?
No, I'm chained to the floor.
They told me that you will probably come home tonight, but they have a lot of questions for you, and they don't know when that will be.
All right. Well, I'm going to have the best lawyer ever there, so their questions aren't going to do it.
Well, one thing they said, this one detective guy said that they already know already know that, so, you know, you could tell them their names. But,
You think I'm snitching out any of my boys?
the trouble of it is that they already know who it is.
Watch for all I care.
But, they know who it is, so what I have to do is wait for you to call me when the detectives are in, but they're bringing you some clothes to put on, because they're going to keep the clothes you got on. They took your boots.
Wait. They took my boots? What boots?
Your blue ones, because they have blood all over them. This is not going over well for you at all.
No, not.
Just like you said, you did some serious damage, but the thing of it is I think there's two sides to the story.
There is two sides of the story. He grabbed me by my neck, thought he was all hard and everything, so tried to slam me to the ground. Hell no.
And you got his kick short then, didn't you?
Yeah, he
now you're going to pay the price because you overdid it.
good. I mean, maybe he won't fuck with authority else.
But like the detective here, he just says, he's got to answer some questions. He says he's just got to answer some questions. But the thing is, it is Christian.
All right. The thing is, don't come home.
No, please come home.
Why please come home?
I want you to please come home.
Why?
Well, you don't have to tonight if you don't want to.
No, why you want me home now?
Well, because of everything that happened. They just asked me, they're going to let him go tonight and they won't keep you.
Wait, what?
They're going to let you'll probably be able to get out of jail, get out of the detective department tonight and come home. But if you don't want to come home, then you can do what you want.
It's appalling to hear a mother speak to her son who has committed a crime in such a manner. Instead of questioning his actions, she insists he comes home, showing a disturbing lack of accountability and concern. After hours of Christian sitting in the interrogation room, officers finally arrive to photograph the injuries he's alleged to have.
This dude's gonna document your injuries that you got to your hands, your neck.
I have injuries in my neck.
You said he choked you, right?
Yeah, he grabbed me around here.
Right. So you should have injuries there.
And
Yeah.
what I need you to do is stand up right here. I'm going to take some overalls, show this is you.
I'm going to need a little help here first.
Okay, I think that's what you're working on.
The officers, however, never found any of these injuries. Police discovered damning evidence at Christian Hillman's home, including steel-toe boots and blood-stained jeans with McFarland's DNA. On July 24, 2017, Hillman was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 22.5 years to 100 years in prison, with parole possible in 2039.
The jury finds Mr. Hillman guilty of second-degree murder.
William McFarland endured a horrific death, suffering multiple rib fractures, severe head trauma, and unstable facial injuries. Despite receiving medical care, he succumbed to his injuries on October 31, 2016. His eldest son, Jason McFarland, spoke in court, honoring his father as a kind and extraordinary man, leaving a devastated family and community to mourn his loss.
I've lost my hunting partner, my father, my fishing partner. Everything I do to this day, the hobbies and everything, he taught me.
Nothing's gonna bring my dad back. So we do feel that, we got justice, and we were happy that, the jury saw that, second degree is what they should have gone with. But, still, it's just a terrible situation.
As we conclude this unsettling case, we are left with difficult questions. Was Christian always on this path, or did his upbringing and environment play a role in shaping his sense of entitlement and detachment from reality? Could stricter parenting or greater accountability have changed the outcome, or was this tragedy inevitable? How much responsibility lies with the individual, and how much with those who raise them? In the end, what truly influences a person's capacity for cruelty?
I didn't do anything and would never do anything to my mother like that. Never in a million years would I ever think to do that.
You're putting on a pretty good show.
A show?
Yeah, you're putting on a really good show.
A show?
Yeah.
How's this a show?
This is 17-year-old Carlos Hallowell, who's accused of killing his own mother, Denise Hallowell. From an initial look, it seemed as if it were a grim yet straightforward case. However, the detectives had no idea just how manipulative and stubborn Carlos would be, especially after hearing his innocent, helpless voice in the 911 call.
911, what is the address of the emergency? I need someone fast. I need EMTs. I need people. Okay. All right, stay on the phone with me and take a deep breath and calm down so we can get this information. Okay. I can't. Do you think she's beyond any help? I don't know.
When detectives arrived at the crime scene in Inverness, Florida, they discovered the deceased body of 57-year-old Denise Hallowell lying on the bed with an axe embedded in her head. But even after Carlos caused such a gruesome death of his own mother, his main focus was to try outsmarting the detectives.
So you're calling me a sociopath?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. This is what sociopaths do.
You can size me up all you want. I do have normal feelings. I loved my mom. Ask anybody in this county.
On July 19th, 2019, Denise Hallowell was found dead on her bed with an axe embedded in her head, and the body was discovered by her adopted son, 17-year-old Carlos Hallowell. Denise Hallowell was a special education teacher from Inverness, Florida. Being an adopted child herself, she decided to adopt two children, Carlos and Angel. Despite her best efforts, she had to let go of Angel due to his troubled nature. Despite Angel being the problem child, keeping Carlos with her turned out to be a mistake that would soon take a grave turn. As Carlos was the only person present at the crime scene, detectives brought him in for an interrogation. But when detectives started interrogating him, they were stunned by how far a teen would go to manipulate the truth.
Oh, man. What's going on, Carlos? Hey. Going on, you hanging in there, man?
Just trying to accept the fact.
Once again, my name is Detective Ramos, Lieutenant Ball. So we're brought out here, and we're just trying to talk to you, see if you could, help us out and let us know what all took place.
Okay. My mother and I came back from the funeral, and we had lunch together. We had pie together, and then about a couple hours later, I don't remember the time. Every now and then, my mom sometimes does that. She's getting older and she forgets things very easily now. She was.
What funeral did you go to?
We went to her friend's, Kathy. I forget her last name. It was in St. Petersburg. The whole family was there. Close friend families. We weren't directly related to them.
Wasn't the funeral in the morning?
Yes, sir.
What time you guys got down to St. Pete?
Around 11, I think.
What time when you guys left from St. Pete?
I couldn't tell you. We just took off. After the funeral was over, we had brunch and then we left.
Where you guys having lunch at?
Also at the church. I forget the name of the church, but we had, all our family was there. We said hi to everybody.
So you had pie?
My mom and I stopped at her favorite place to stop to when she lived in St. Pete to get pie, and we brought him home with us. We both like to eat pie.
What kind of pie was that, man?
She had, I forget what she had, something fancy. I always eat apple pie, and that's kind of like my mom's and I tradition thing.
Carlos, just before we get any further into anything, we don't really know what we've got, okay?
Correct.
So,
I understand.
Anytime we talk to somebody, especially if we bring them down here, we read Miranda. Do you know what that is? Your rights.
Yes. Yes.
Probably seen it on TV. Doesn't mean you're in trouble. Doesn't mean anything. Right. It's what we do. Right. Especially two of us in here talking to you. Some people can get pretty uptight about it.
Right.
So we just want to make sure we read it, you understand it, and you know what your rights are. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Detectives started the conversation with Carlos to put him at ease, but little did they know that Carlos had already rehearsed his story well.
As soon as you got home, what happened from the funeral?
We ate pie. We both decided to take our naps. She went into her room, I went into mine, and I watched a couple of things on YouTube and fell asleep and got up again and texted people and fell back to sleep. Usually we stay in there for about 2 or 3 hours to give ourselves time, our own separate time throughout the day.
Mm-hmm. Did you talk to anybody at all on the phone?
No, I was texting my girlfriend, some friends about work. And that was pretty much it.
Where you work at?
I applied to the Cove and I was texting some buddies who work there and see if I can get some recommendations and stuff.
Oh, okay. You were texting your girlfriend throughout the day or after you were taking a nap or?
It was after the funeral. I texted her mainly, and then before I went to sleep for the nap, and then after that I was out.
How long was the nap, more or less?
Definitely slept for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then from there I just kind of like fiddled on my phone playing games.
So you was already awake then when the dogs were barking?
No, that did wake me up. I fell back to sleep. I woke up after about a 2 hour nap, played on my phone and fell back to sleep. Because my mom wasn't up yet. Usually when I hear her being up, then I go outside, but I didn't hear her up, so I'll just let her have her space.
So when you guys normally take spaces, do your naps, you guys don't talk to one another?
No, it's very common for us. We just like to have our own time throughout the day. Because we do bicker and argue when we spend too much time together. So we've learned how to cope with it and just give ourselves space and we get along fine.
Did you guys bicker, argue, anything today?
No, today was fine. Completely normal day. In fact, it was a really good day. We got pie, that was a special treat. So, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Although Carlos is claiming it to be a normal day, he in fact had an argument with Denise. Moreover, throughout the interrogation, Carlos is visibly restless and anxious. This could be because he's desperately trying to hide the truth, and in doing so is over-explaining himself.
So, you walk out, you see Noelle. So, oh man, Noelle. So you get out your fence, you walk around to her, and you scoot her in. You get her inside the house, you close the door.
Right.
Then from there, in the little gated area, did you ever leave that area? Or you stayed right there in that little gated area and just called for them?
No, I left, went down the road because I usually can either find them at the gate or they'll be down to the neighbor's property, but I didn't feel like going all the way down there. So I was just be like, hey Mom, you want to help me find the dogs? Because they don't go far.
So you went up to the front gate?
Correct.
Called them? Firecracker?
Yeah. And they didn't come back, so I walked back as well.
And what did you do then once you got back to the house?
I just walked inside and was going to get my mom up. Wanted to go help me find the dogs. And
so then what? You see her? What happened? What was your reaction? What was it that you was trying
to... Originally, I was shocked, but then I ran to her, shaked her a little bit, and then I could hear her breathing, and then I just started crying, yelling out, Mom, I'm getting help, called 911.
So when you come back in, was her door open or closed at that time?
Still closed.
It's still closed? So you open the door, see her. How did you call 911?
With my phone.
With your phone?
Mm-hmm.
So you saw her, shook her, right? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Told her, hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was like, I'm getting help. I could still hear her breathing, so I immediately called 911. And the lady instructed me to stay out of the house.
So that's when you went out the house?
Yes.
You went out to the front door?
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened?
And then I just waited for you guys to come, and she stayed on the phone with me. I was still also trying to find the dogs, because I didn't want everybody being all over the place while this was going on.
So you're on the phone with a 911 operator?
Yes.
Out front in a little gated area?
Yes.
And then what she's telling you?
She was telling me, give address, phone number, stuff like that. And then what was the emergency, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, I'm going to stay on the line with you, trying to keep me calm.
And you just stayed right there? Or did you...
I had to go up to the gate to open it for the deputies to get through.
So the gate was closed then?
Correct. I just walked up, closed, came back.
Up until now, what Carlos said is quite believable. But there is something that really doesn't fit with his story. the barking dogs. Detectives now start to investigate about dogs' whereabouts, and they are soon going to find a huge lead.
So when the dog got out, the gate was closed when the dogs got out?
Yeah, there's openings through there. They're small enough dogs, they just squeeze right through.
So then you went in, and that's when he came in. So, oh man, the gate's closed. I gotta go and open it. So you went over there and opened it for them.
Yes, because I remember from going up, it was closed, and I was trying to get them in as fast as possible.
When did they show up? The dogs.
The dogs?
Yeah.
Halfway between you guys being there, they just came over from the neighbor's property. They got bored hanging out with those other dogs.
Which side? They came from the right side, left side?
If you're facing the road, it's on the right side.
So if I'm coming out your house, I would have to make a right?
Yeah. It's Amy Alfred's. They have outside dogs that they go bark at.
Mm-hmm.
Amy Alfred. She's a very close family friend as well. She's grown up there with my mom for years.
That's the house where basically Dodge ends at?
Yes.
What about the people on the left-hand side? That kind of almost intersect into your property.
It was the property of Gene and Jim Livingston. They got too old, and now it's their sons, I think. I forget his name. But that used to also be the hangout place, because when they were both alive and there, they were kind of like grandparents, and then when they moved out, just kind of no one really went on that property.
Which house does Rick stay at then?
Rick is on the one, if you're looking at the road to the left.
So where the older couple was at, where the son is moving into now, or no?
No, the red gate where the deputies were right in front of, that's Rick's. The gate right before ours, I don't know if it's green or black, but that is the Livingstons, and then there's Amy Alfred's.
Carlos is weaving his story in detail, leaving no room for gaps. But this is a grave mistake. Any normal kid who lost his mother just a few hours ago should be too traumatized to serve such a detailed story.
What did you do after that when you saw her?
I shook her, like yelling, "Mom, mom, 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 wake up."
She was laying, so when you walk in the room, her back was towards you?
Yes.
And how did you shake her? Like
right on the side, like
on her ribs or something like that?
Yeah, where her arm was laying down like that, just, "Mom, you awake," and I could see blood running down her nose, but I could hear her still breathing.
That was the only time you touched her?
Correct.
You didn't like run around the room a few thousand times?
No.
I ran in, shook her, I'll be back.
Yeah, as soon as I ran in and I heard her still breathing, I thought there could be a chance. Ran straight to my room, grabbed my phone, ran outside, called, and then she instructed me to stay outside. But I didn't do anything and would never do anything to my mother like that. As much as we used to bicker and get back at each other, fighting sometimes, and then peace, and then back and forth, and then peace again, never. Never in a million years would I ever think to do that. She's my mom. I was adopted at age 4, and I've been with her forever.
Yeah.
Would never do such a thing like that. And if you're insinuating that, I'm very offended by that.
You're putting on a pretty good show.
A show?
Yeah, you're putting on a really good show.
A show?
Yeah.
How's this a show?
And I remember that CPT talking about how your attitude of things were very sociopathic.
Sociopathic?
Which is exactly what you're showing me right now.
It's well known that a sociopath is a person with antisocial personality disorder, a mental health condition that involves a lack of empathy and has an innate desire to be in control. But Carlos losing his cool demeanor and being hyper as he is losing control of the narrative he tried to build, hinting at his sociopathic nature. However, it's rare for a detective to call out a suspect so directly, as it would prompt them to lawyer up and shut down the interrogation. So it can be assumed that the detective is intentionally pushing him to reveal his true colors, or has simply slipped up in the heat of the moment.
And you're trying to act like you're upset about something.
Trying?
Yeah.
Okay, how is this trying? That was my mom. My mother.
Yeah. Right.
So trying, how is this trying?
Because you don't feel like normal people feel.
I don't feel like normal people feel?
Yeah, that's what a sociopath has the issues with.
Okay,
but
so you're calling me a sociopath?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. This is what sociopaths do.
Well, do what?
I've just been sizing you up the whole time. And
Okay.
it's like 100%.
Okay, you can size me up.
You don't have normal feelings.
You can size me up all you want. I do have normal feelings. I loved my mom. Ask anybody in this county. They can attest to that.
Do you think that people that love one another don't do the most extreme things to them?
Not like that, no.
It happens all the time, every day.
No.
That's what I just told you earlier, that it's usually like a loved one.
Okay, I would not do that. You ask anybody in this county. My mom and I were amazing. We would never do such a thing like that to each other at all. My mom would never hurt me like that, and I would never hurt her. You call me a sociopath or whatever you want. And I'm sorry for getting upset. But you please ask around. Ask anybody.
We're going to ask everybody.
Ask everybody. They will attest that I would never do that.
And I don't know what kind of son you were to her.
I loved her very much.
But we're going to peel this orange way back and look in nitty-gritty details.
Please. You can, and you'll find that I would never do this. I don't know who
the
did.
evidence is going to show us something.
Okay, that's fine, but I would not do this to my own mother.
Well, I'm throwing this out there because this is the time. Like, if you did something, this is the time to tell us. Because right now, you're telling us a story that you had nothing to do with it.
Correct.
Okay? And if later on you come back and the evidence shows us something totally different, and you say, oh, Mom was a terrible mom, and she abused me, and we had a fight, and I did something stupid, you've already laying out this story right now.
Correct.
Which I can scrap. I can scrap that story if you have another story that's the truth. Okay?
No, this is the truth.
Because now is the time to tell us the truth.
This is the truth.
You remember when I was telling you, especially with the kids, if you don't come forward, you get in trouble, but not as much. But if we find out, remember that? That's the same thing. The same thing here. Same thing.
I'm telling you, this is my story, and it is the truth.
The detective can clearly foresee that Carlos is soon going to change his statement about his mother, but Carlos continues the argument. But what is utterly shocking to see that even in such an intense situation, he managed to take a nap in the interrogation room. As for the detectives, they now know who the real murderer is. All they need to do is indict him. 9 weeks after the first interrogation, in September 2019, detectives meet Carlos again, and this time they have all the evidence that proves Carlos' involvement in the crime.
Well, first we both get out of our dress suits and all that, get comfortable to our rooms. We let the dogs out to go pee one more time, for the first time. And then we sit down and eat pie, let them in. We keep eating our pie, and then we watched whatever was on TV and had a conversation. And that was pretty much it. And then we went to our rooms.
What was the conversation about?
It was about Kathy in the service.
Okay.
Just our own personal thoughts about it. It wasn't anything serious. I think it was mostly just about her when she was speaking the Bible verse. I don't remember the exact Bible verse, but it was just she was getting some things off her chest.
So everything was okay there. So, and then you said y'all went to go take your naps.
Correct.
From there, did you eat anything else other than pie?
Nope.
Did she eat anything else other than pie?
Not that I know. I just went to my room.
So you went to your room, and did you see her go to her room?
Yes, I watched her go into hers, and then as I'm in mine, I can hear her either come back out, I think once, and then go back to her room, but then after that, I was out.
Okay. And you said you were on your cell phone? Did you say that as well, or is that someone else? When you went to your room, you said you watched TV on your cell phone, you watched TV on your TV?
I had the TV on because I have sports on my TV, and I'll watch something else on my phone, so I always got sports in the background, so I can keep updated.
Right, back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you said, about how long do you think before you started taking that?
I don't know, it was like maybe 30 minutes and I fell asleep.
30 minutes and fell asleep? And how long were you out for?
Say about an hour and a half, because I found her and reported it around, it was like 4. And then from there I was just kind of like scrambling everywhere and I lost track of time.
What happened around 4?
Is when I called it in, I think. I don't remember specific times of what happened.
That's okay, I understand that. So you think you called 911 around 4?
I think so.
It was a lot later.
It was?
Yeah, it was a lot later. That's okay, I mean, it's not a big deal there. All right, so you said you slept, you think, for about an hour, hour and a half?
Yeah, about.
And then, but you were watching TV, your TV was on the whole time while you were sleeping, or did?
Oh yeah, it stays on. That's how I fall asleep. I fall asleep to the noise in the background. It's kind of white noise.
So did you wake back up once you fell asleep? When you woke back up?
Could you repeat that?
You said you fell asleep after about 30 minutes of being in there?
Yes.
So you got home around 2:30, 3 o'clock-ish, you think, roughly?
I think so, yeah, around there.
So 2:30 to 3, 8 pie, so figure what, 4:30, you probably went and took a nap?
Yeah.
4:30, took a nap. So you slept for an hour and a half, half an hour to hour and a half?
Right.
So when you woke, did you only wake up once, and that's when you heard the dogs barking?
Yeah, I didn't fall back asleep. It was just once. Woke up, heard it. It was like, okay, one of the dogs are out. Don't know why.
Carlos continues to try outsmarting the detectives by retelling his version of the story. He remains calm and even manages to smile. But this time, he's more playful with his hands, which is a clear sign of anxiety. And he should be, because the detective is soon going to show him a piece of evidence that will change the course of the interrogation.
And then you went and said you got the dog.
Mm-hmm.
When you were out of the front yard by the gate to get the dog, not by the gate, by your window, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Was she still by your window when you went outside?
Yeah, the dog was just yapping around everywhere.
Over on that side by where the camper is, stuff like that?
Yeah, because we put our recyclables over there, so they always immediately go there.
Okay. So you just went straight there and then straight back to the front door, or did you walk around the house?
No, I went straight there, barking got one, and then I yelled the other two dogs' names, didn't hear them, so I figured they're already down the road.
Okay, so where'd you go from there?
Went to my mom's room.
So you got the dog in the house, went straight to your mom's room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then that's when you found your mom. You said you called 911 and you walked outside?
Yeah, the operator told me not to be in the room, so she said leave the premises. I was like, out the house, open the gate, signal out down the officers or whatnot, so that's what I stayed out of the house.
Okay. So that's when you called 911. So you didn't go to the backyard at all?
No, no.
Okay. Now what about...
I could see it though, I mean, it was...
Right, you could see it from the side, but you never went back there?
No, I could definitely, that's why I didn't go. I was like, oh, no dog.
Okay.
It's all one big, like, very visual land. You can see pretty much
You
everything.
can see it's wide open. I've seen it, I haven't been inside, but I can see everything up there. Alright, so everything, you never went to the backyard at all. You just went inside, seen your mom. Your phone was already on you at that point?
Yeah, like always, it's usually on me.
Okay, and then you walked outside and called 911.
I called when I was there. I was in the room when I called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asking him about his 911 call in Denise's phone again and again is just setting a trap for him. When Carlos realizes his mistake, it'll be too late to undo it.
I don't know if they have that in records, because I told them.
The call we do, yeah.
Yeah, I told them exactly what I saw and I was in the room. And that's when she told me to leave the house.
Now what about her phone?
Hers, usually it's by her nightstand, which is, like, if you're looking at the bed towards the window,
Right.
it's on the right.
If you're looking at the bed.
So if you walk into the room, here's a door, you walk in, it'll be immediately on your left. But if you're sitting on the bed, it's on your right.
That's where she keeps her phone at?
Yeah.
Did you ever see her phone?
No.
Did you see her phone that day?
Yeah, she was on it. When we got home, she usually just turns it to do not disturb. Very private person. Do not disturb, and then goes in her room and just disappears.
So she'll put it on do not disturb, usually? Did you see her do it that day?
She had it on, like, the buzz, the vibrate, but I never saw her put it on do not disturb.
Okay. That's common for her?
That's very common. She doesn't like notifications.
Pain in the butt, I imagine.
Later.
And then you call 911. Did you ever go out towards the front of the property at all?
Lakeside or?
Yeah, lakeside or the other front, towards the road, either way.
Towards the road, yes. Because she asked me where it's located, and I told her I had to open the gate because it was still closed for them to get back here. And then, so I ran all the way up there and all the way back. And of course, I was also looking for the dogs, so I had to go all the way up the road to find them, and then come back.
Did you get the dog? Did you find the dogs up the road?
No, I didn't. Once the officers came, I flagged them down, and they heard all the commotion around. the house, and they came back, and I kind of got them from the fence, and then some of them came back through the front.
Okay. So they just like they got there when deputies got there, basically. The dogs did.
Yeah, they just ran back because they heard commotion and things going on there.
Dogs return. That's just the 2 dogs. The other dog was back in the house.
Correct. The other one was
back in the gate.
Yeah, it was in the.
Okay. What was up with the side door? The side in the garage door.
Yeah, I don't know. I was out there like once earlier that day. I had to go get something out of the garage.
When was that?
Before we left.
Was it before you left that morning?
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was, so I might have not closed it all the way. And it sticks, which is it's a very annoying door. It always sticks. You have to take it and fully like yank on it. And even when you do, sometimes it's not all the way closed. So you get. I probably just did a left. I was like, screw it.
Did you go to work on the car when you all got home at all?
Which car?
Your car. You told I think Detective Ramos you maybe worked on the car when you got home that afternoon. That's why the door may have been open.
Oh yeah, I tinkered on it a little bit because the door's being crunched in. I think I just got some stuff ready and
When
out
you got
there.
home that day?
Yeah, there was just small little things that I didn't really think were important. Like,
Yeah,
I
everything's
just got,
important.
like the vacuum. There's a vacuum we have little, and the
Your
window.
shop vac?
Yeah, and the wind. Well, it's kind of smaller than that. It's kind of like a dust buster or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And the window is cracked in, so there's glass everywhere. So getting ready to clean it, but nap first. Spend time with my mom. So there's just small things like that.
That's what you did after you got home.
Yes, after we got home from the funeral.
Okay. What else do you remember you did? You got home that you don't remember you told us. When you got home from the funeral?
You specifically, I remember I told Ramos that is the stuff in the shed. I was in the shed previously. We had tree work to do. The neighbors, if you ask them, I'm pretty sure they'll remember, they asked us to remove a tree that fell on the fence. So we had to cut it up, move it, and all that stuff. So,
Okay.
I was kind of in there already getting stuff, making sure all my tools were ready to go, nothing was broken.
And you were doing that after you got home from the funeral?
Yeah, just briefly, got out of the car. My mom was taking care of the dogs and such. Letting them out, going in the house, opening things up, and I just went, got stuff done, okay, this is ready for when we're ready to work, and then marked inside. Just kind of small things that I get done usually around the house when we go home.
Anything else you did?
No, that was pretty much it. Just the car, the shed, and that's it.
As the detective is asking Carlos minute details of the day, he starts rubbing his chin and running his fingers through his hair, once again revealing his nervousness and anxiety. And just when Carlos thinks he has successfully covered all the tracks, the detectives start revealing their cards.
On your phone itself, it also tracks your GPS locations, so I can track your entire track around your yard.
Like movement?
Yes, everything. So, I mean, some of the stuff you told me is true, and some of the stuff not so true.
Like, what's up?
Like where all you went while you were on the phone. Because you were on the phone with 911 for a few minutes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it tracks everywhere you went the entire time you were on the phone and the entire time when you weren't on the phone.
Right.
So as you said, you carry the phone with you everywhere, just like typical. Pretty much all young people these days don't leave without it.
So yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So it tracks everywhere you went. It says you were down by the lake area.
For when? One?
No.
There's only one in the house.
No, you know there's one in the house.
No, sir, I know of one.
Didn't your mom show you the videos of the dogs and stuff?
Yeah, from the one that faces the door. You can see them watching outside when we roll up. You can see them barking at the door.
There's 3 cameras in the house.
Okay.
I found 3 cameras in the house. I actually found one of them.
Okay.
And then, guess what else? What else do you think we could have found in the lake that day? I'm just trying to ask you, just to help me out here.
Yeah, I understand, and I don't know.
You don't know what else we could have found in there?
No, I would assume her phone since she's got the camera.
Somebody set you off. You're the only one there.
Oh no.
There's nobody else that all could have done this.
Does that mean I'm going to jail straight after this?
Well, we're just trying to figure all this stuff out, dude.
Oh, well, I mean, I just want to understand because you guys said there's no one else that could have done it.
There's no one else that could have done it but you.
Right, so what do you guys
And that's what I'm trying to figure out what happened that day. It depends on, did you have a good reason for what happened?
I don't remember. That's the thing is I don't remember. I just remember that a couple days before my mom was being very physically, verbally attacking. And of course she definitely let me have it when she caught me sneaking Bryce on it I think she yelled at me worse than I thought I deserved.
Was it that Friday or was that Saturday? It was probably Friday, the day before.
Probably Friday, yeah. I don't remember exactly the day, but it was worse than I thought was like really deserved.
Right.
Because I thought it was just gonna be like maybe a whole hour's worth of her telling me she's disappointed, she's pissed off, blah blah blah. But I remember it being a whole like half a day spiel. Like just like I left my room, she's like, "The f you doing out?" And then tried to do my room again.
You're pretty much grounded.
Yeah, for that day apparently. For the half the day I couldn't do anything, and then I think at night I went out and snuck out and hung out with some friends.
So, you said, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't understand.
Somebody can help you on this. Something that
Like we
sets you
spoke,
off.
like we spoke, man. Just honesty is gonna go and set you free, bro. It's gonna just lighten up all this. Like I said, we all do pressure bust by. We do accidents we don't mean to happen. You know what I mean?
Okay. I think it was about 30 minutes before we got home. Because I remember we resolved it when we got home. Because if you look at the tapes, we were fine. I think it was like 30 minutes before we got home. But my mom was starting to get really, really verbally abusive towards me about WTC. Because I was telling her maybe I did want to do it in August. Maybe I want to do it in January.
Take some time.
Yeah. And she let me have it, big time. She was calling me a disappointment again, and then was threatening to like no longer pay for any of my college and just kick me out immediately as soon as I turned 18. Which that's like normal things happen. Like you turn 18, time to go. Yeah, so that I wasn't really too worried about that, and then she was like saying stuff like, I hope that it's like I hope you do bad, stuff like that. But it didn't escalate until I just was like, geez, calm down. Because whenever I tell her to calm down,
that pushes her buttons.
You don't tell a woman to calm down.
I know, so I'm like, so it was like, it was getting pretty bad, and I was like, geez, well, all right, calm down, I get the point, I understand, but I just think I need time. Because I remember specifically, I told her I just needed time. I'll work, I would work and save up to pay half the schooling. Fine, I don't care. I just need that time between now to August, to January, because I'm not even 18 yet. I'd prefer to be 18 and then start and then go.
Yeah.
Be good to go. So she wasn't having it at all. And she never laid a hand on me, but she was very verbally abusive. And I remember, I do remember being in tears by the time that conversation ended. And by the time I was crying pretty heavy, she stopped. No, I don't remember anything from that day. Anything bad happening from that day.
And that was before y'all got home.
And that was about 30 minutes before we
to jail.
I don't have an exact memory of it, so I don't want to say.
Okay, the best your memory.
Best of my memory, walked in the house with the axe, with not the intent of doing that, but I think my intent was kind of like, okay, Mom, I think we need to get to work, because it was getting kind of late. I do know that I was getting late, and my mom doesn't like to work past a certain time. She wants to be at home, in her bed. And then I guess it just kind of boiled over. I don't know if something was said. Because usually I try to talk to her. I'll say, hey Mom, get up, we gotta go to work, or hey Mom, we gotta do some stuff. So I don't know if I did that and she made a remark that kind of pushed me over the edge, or if it just all played through.
So after you hit her with the axe, is that when you called 911 right after?
Immediately.
Right after you hit her?
Right after. I went, bam, it was like, phone, 911, checked her breathing, pulse. But as soon as I saw blood running through her nose, I knew there was nothing I could do. So then I was just...
You feel bad if you did it?
Excuse me?
You feel bad that it happened?
Yeah, big time. And it's been killing me, eating me inside really bad.
I can imagine. You want to tell somebody, you can't.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to tell at the beginning because I didn't know exactly for a fact. And then after a while, it was just replaying in my head. I'm like...
But you did call 911 trying to get her help right away?
Immediately. And I'm pretty sure... damn, I took the cameras down. No, they were still up when I called. Immediately, as soon as it happened, I called 911.
The secrets are out, and there's no going back now. He admits arguing with his mother on the day of the murder, but arguing with Denise was not new. Perhaps it was that particular day when his bottled up emotions took over, pushing him to such an extreme. Being a sociopath, Carlos is incapable of acknowledging his own faults. Although Carlos confessed his crimes, it appears that he's still hiding the complete truth. He claimed that he called 911 immediately, but the evidence tells a different story. Detectives retrieved his digital footprint using his mobile's GPS tracker, and an unbelievable discovery. Carlos was by the lake destroying evidence while making the 911 call. With all the evidence in hand, along with Carlos's confession, officers presented him in the court. On September 14, 2021, Carlos was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Because he was a minor at the time of the crime, he was ineligible for the death penalty. However, the cruelty of the crime, particularly the size of the axe Carlos used, made the presiding judge call Carlos an incorrigible offender and described him as unlikely to benefit from rehabilitation due to his psychopathic tendencies. The judge further stated that Carlos's behavior was a culmination of his desire for control over his mother's assets and highlighted his dangerous nature as cited by mental health experts. His actions were clearly premeditated and not driven by any sudden emotional outburst. In a jail interview, when asked why he committed the murder, he failed to provide a proper explanation, making it more likely that this brutal murder stemmed from his sociopathic nature. It could also have been considered a manifestation of schizoid personality disorder, where one fails to form attachments and feels no guilt whatsoever.
They didn't go there. You didn't get in this car and say, hey, I'm going to murder a kid and I'm going to come home. No, that's not what happened.
Listen, supposed to.
At just 14 years of age, Ariana Ramirez sits in front of detectives accused of the brutal murder of 17-year-old Gerardo Daniel Trevino. With a cold silence, Ariana is interrogated for a murder over a drug deal. But this isn't some teenage drama, and she's about to walk right into a trap designed for exactly this kind of performance.
You stop. I didn't see. I was on the phone.
Ariana expected her mom to be on her side and that it would help mull things over, but that expectation was far from reality. And what follows next would only show cracks in Ariana's arrogance.
Wow.
Ariana seems like a tough nut to crack, but was Ariana really a part of a murder that happened over a drug deal? On July 6, 2018, Ariana Ramirez, who was 14 at the time, and two others planned to meet a group of people for what was supposed to be a drug deal in Avondale, Arizona. But under the guise of a deal, they had planned to rob the people. And in a grim turn of events, the evidence of the altercation showed that Ariana suggested killing the victims. During the robbery, Ariana's boyfriend, Luis Carbajal, pulled out a gun and shot a 17-year-old boy who tried to run away, resulting in the boy's death. This made the detectives book Ariana as a prime suspect to this murder, but Ariana remained completely heartless during the interrogation. So to break her silence, her mom was brought in. This would eventually help connect the dots to a calculated homicide.
Nathan, you have a rude awakening. What does that mean? I know what that is. Oh, there's my jaw. I feel sure. I can't even think right now. No. Oh, God, yeah, what is going on? Can you get out the room? They told me to come inside. Let's go. Wow, stop. Oh, I don't want this. Can you get out the room? You don't doing that. Oh, why is cleaned up on this movie? No. Don't forget to if I take things before we'll come in the house if you can trust her. Oh my God. Can you stop? You don't care what your mom's feeling, Diana. I do. But just be truthful, honey. That's all I'm asking. You know the senior child, man. I don't. I was on the phone the whole time everything happened. Trying to text him. Until I heard gunshot. So you were there, Nutty? Nutty? Did you tell you Nutty? Oh, I trusted you, baby. Tell the truth, Nutty. You need to tell the truth, Nutty, if you know something. If you saw something. I didn't see anything. I was on the phone. It's so serious, man. It's so serious, man. Can you stop? You should never let me date him, ever. You're not going to tell me. Why would you bring these people around my house? Can you stop? I'm worried for him, Nutty. I told you to always choose the way for your person.
Ariana's cold and emotionless attitude shows how much of a manipulator she is. Her mother seems like she can take a bullet just to make her daughter do the right thing. Yet Ariana tries her hardest to defy that by not naming any of the culprits such as Felix Rios. At this point, Ariana's mom realizes that there's no hope for her daughter and decides to let Ariana face the harsh consequences of her actions.
Where is he? I don't know. I did not ask him. If you know you need to say something, I don't know anything else on the phone when everything happened. Nothing. You're my baby. I never would have thought you would be. You know, it's stupid idiots. They're idiots, Sonny. Losers, and your dad was right. I should have never let you talk to me. Never let you have a boyfriend. You're scared of my dad, that's all. No, don't worry about you. You're my baby, you're my child. Don't know. I was on the phone trying to text you. What's the news on the other cases? I don't know. Where did I know his name? I'm about to leave you right now. Anna, please cooperate with them. I don't know what to say. But tell them what you know. Tell them what you know. I don't know who he is. I don't know the other guy's name. I don't know who shot who. I don't know nothing.
I find it kind of sad that your boyfriend and his little punk friends are getting more respect than your own mom is. But that being said, we're done for today. But having to look at your mom cry over something that you were involved in with a kid that you've known maybe a month.
It's hard for me to swallow. I gotta have people like that in my house.
It's pretty sad.
I know where I'm at.
can't not tell you this. And Detective Light explained to you, and we're recording this conversation. We recorded the entire time. That you knew who you were in it with, where you were. I'm not saying it to be me, I'm just saying the fact. That you were in that car and you can be charged just as easily as the other people in that car. Just because I don't arrest you and charge you with something doesn't mean that a prosecutor won't look at your behavior today and just say, you know what, she didn't cooperate with the detectives, we're going to charge her. That can happen, and I have to tell it to you so that nobody can say I didn't. Okay? I'm not trying to scare you or anything, I'm just letting you know. So I can go on record and say, I told them the consequences of their actions.
You understand that, Ariana?
Okay? And now I've said it in front of your mom so she knows just as well what the consequences of you not cooperating with us are.
With that being said, right now we're waiting for a judge to sign a warrant for your apartment. Okay. So as of right now, we can't let you guys back into your apartment because it's considered an evidence hold right now until this search warrant is either approved or not. Okay.
You're welcome to go sit there and watch, but you can't go.
You can't go in your apartment. Once the search warrant, if it is approved by a judge, then we'll go obviously search for some of the things that we're looking for in this case. And then once we're done, we'll give it back to you.
So they can't go home again, what else?
You can't go inside.
You can't go inside. You can go hang out in the office, or I know they have a movie room and stuff like that. You guys can head back over there. But you just can't go back inside your apartment right now.
And we'd like you to be there when we're done, so you can say, okay, we're done, you guys can have it back. Shouldn't take too long. It's not very big. It's fairly orderly and stuff.
Were you able to get Ariana's phone number, new phone number?
Do you know your new phone number, Ariana?
It's somebody's phone. It's like 50 login. I don't know what that memory is. We just got it.
You want me to grab the phone?
Sure.
Although Ariana seems like a cold-blooded criminal, her mother still acts as her advocate, almost like a third detective. This is due to the fact that Ariana is a minor and therefore is legally bound to receive protection from a guardian. But since Ariana is not willing to listen to her mother's advice, the detectives are about to adopt an aggressive interrogation method to put 2 and 2 together.
Would you be okay if we just fingerprinted your car and did any DNA swabs on it? Are you okay with that? Okay. And that should only take us maybe about 10 minutes or so. You'll fill out a consent to search form. Explain it to you. Obviously, you have the right to deny it. You don't have to allow us to fingerprint it or take DNA from your car. And once we start the process, if you want us to stop, you at any time you can tell us to stop. Okay. Ariana, we obviously are doing our investigation, and DNA is part of that. Would you be willing to allow vehicle swabs to be collected from you today? Just it's like a cotton tip, like the little thing you put in your ears. But instead we swab it on your inner cheek, and that gives us a DNA profile for you.
Let me ask you a couple of questions real quick. We know you were in the suspect vehicle. Did you drive the car? So your DNA is not going to be on that steering wheel. Right? So we're getting evidence to show certain people in certain places. It corroborates what we already know. Did you fire a gun at anybody? So you didn't shoot anybody. Okay. So if we find this weapon, your DNA is not going to be on it. Very easy.
Are you okay with us collecting your vehicle swabs? It's just a cotton tips, so we collect them. So any evidence that we find from the scene, from the suspect vehicle, from the victim vehicle, we can have the DNA compared to yours and whoever else is involved.
It's literally a Q-tip and you swab the inside of your cheek like 5 times. It's 2 seconds.
It's only about 15 or 20 seconds. But again, you don't have to. I'm asking for your consent. No?
Okay. So you can take the search form for your vehicle. I'll pull up the license plate and stuff in a minute. And you can fill out anything you actually know. So yeah.
driver's license, or is that plates?
It's a license plate. So when we walk down there, I'll pull it up and here your license plate number. And then if you just want to read through these, initial each one, and then I already put the date and time on it, you sign right there.
So initial.
Yes, initial each one, so you know you're ready.
Okay. Okay. This is that I do not have to consent.
Yeah, you do not. It's voluntary.
Oh,
You
okay.
can refuse it at any time.
Oh, okay. So just that I acknowledge it.
Right.
Okay.
So when we're down there, we'll process it in front of you.
And then second.
Yes. I worked a serial killer case once, and the girlfriend wouldn't even tell me that the guy existed. Yeah. He killed 3 people after the murder that I was missing.
He killed you.
Killed 9 people that we know of. But the one that ICE was there for, the girlfriend, his girlfriend, the killer's girlfriend, did exactly what he did.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
And, but he could, because he's still on the loose and no one's telling me where he's at.
I don't.
Or having to hold him or cooperate in any way whatsoever. Let me ask you one more question before we go downstairs and start processing the crime. Because you did acknowledge you were in the back seat and all that stuff. Did you ever see the victim with a gun? Did they ever shoot at you guys and put you guys in fear or anything like that?
I know we did because one of the girlfriends posted and they hit a gun sign.
In a picture, but in real life when you actually saw him.
Yeah.
So when you were at the Taco Bell parking lot, you saw the other guys, not Jesus, your driver guy. They had guns. Which one?
I don't know what it's called.
Like, what does he look like?
It's black.
He's asking what does this guy look like that has a gun?
Or the gun.
Or the
Like, are you talking about the other guy?
Yeah, the guys that you guys went to meet. If one of those 2 guys had
It was in the passenger seat, that's all. I don't know who it was.
Okay. But they never picked it up, or did they? Did you see it that way?
No, I didn't. Yes, when I was trying to text my mom.
He's asking if the other people had a gun.
Right.
The other people.
Yeah.
And you
It was
saw
in the passenger seat of their car.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what I seen it. I was trying to text my mom.
How long after you saw that did you hear the gunshots?
Well, when I heard it, I kind of froze up and I didn't look right away. I just went like this and and I couldn't really see.
Ariana's mother is so invested in her case as if she's the one who's guilty. Involving the mother to break through Ariana's defense was a risky move by the detectives, and fortunately, this plan worked. The moment Ariana starts opening up, the detectives noticed something crucial. Seeing this opportunity, the detective does not hesitate to capitalize on it and further break down her defenses, leading them closer to the truth.
And you basically went straight to mom's. That's correct, right? I mean, my ours is not the brightest, but it's Facebook, GPS location on. So we know. Did that. What did they talk about it before? What did they say? Yeah. Like right after you left Taco Bell with her. So you were talking about it back.
You're just talking about how at first we started fighting or something, and after drop her off. Drop me off.
Did you ask to be dropped off?
I was supposed to.
Was anybody? You weren't hurt, right? Obviously. Were the other 2 guys you were with, were they hurt? No? Or bleeding or thinking about getting punched or anything like that?
Or I just know that they started fighting.
Because you saw or they told you?
No, because I had looked and I seen I just seen them on cars. Like by the car. And that.
How many on cars? Two guys are fighting your boyfriend.
Well, not, like I couldn't really see because it's hard. Like, it's not like two windows.
Right?
So I couldn't really see.
The car you're in, it only has two doors, right? So it's a small window. Is that right? You don't have cars? Did you have to climb into the back seat to get into the back seat? Or was there like just a door to get into it? Was that actually Jesus just kind of right? Take the bus.
Well, we go back to the house, we can go inside.
Not until we do our search warrant.
Is there anything in my house that doesn't belong there?
Basically, we know that
No.
there's no guns in the house.
Just mine. I lied to them that I had it.
Smart parents. Smart because teenagers do dumb things with guns. Right? Your old phone is in there. The phone we have is the new phone. So that's in there. You communicated with cards on that phone before you got your new phone, correct?
No, I was using another phone from my dad that one. So that's not a one, but the new one. I didn't use it.
Is there anything else in that your guys' apartment that will help us in any way that you can think of? Notes, diaries, anything you wrote down? Like tonight I saw one of your kids about. There's a computer in there on the table. Do you ever use that?
I mean, exercise.
That's why there's all these. Okay. You got dropped off. And then you had taken to get gas. They ran out of gas. Did that ever come up? They said they ran out of gas. No? Let me ask you about it. And you talked to him at least more than once since Friday night. In person? Just over the phone. So it's hiding.
I didn't ask for anything.
Because you're scared.
No.
You're obviously scared because you won't talk to me because you're afraid he's going to shoot you up.
No, I just don't. Not because of that. Just,
You don't fear him yourself. You don't think he's going to do anything to you. Right? But you're scared, obviously. That's what you told us. I don't want to tell you.
I just don't, like.
The fact that Ariana wants to protect Jesus and Felix shows that she has no empathy for the victim. And the worst part is that even after all this, her mother has to bear with this trouble just because her daughter is a young teen. Now that Ariana's deafening silence has begun to break, the investigators are about to use another accusatory evidence to trap her even more.
You already told me you saw the other guy had a gun that was on the passenger seat of his car. Yeah? You saw a picture of one of those guys holding the gun, right? So that's worth pointing out. Those other people have guns too. And I would like to find your boyfriend today, but without him knowing about it, because that's the safest possible thing, is he's just walking around and all of a sudden a bunch of guys grab him. That way he doesn't get hurt. That's the safest thing that could possibly happen to him right now. Does that make sense? But there's not just me looking for him. There's also the victim's friends and family. They're all gangbangers too. What we have here is a gangbanger got shot by another gangbanger. You don't think that those gangbangers are looking for Jesus right now? They are. They told me. They're finding him before I do. Can you help us find Jesus?
If they know you're, if they know They know where I am.
So,
they're like not in the game, but they're I don't know how to explain.
Gameless.
No, not them. The other.
Oh yeah, the other guys. So those guys are in the game. The other guys?
Yeah,
I worked cashing as a patrol officer for 7 years when I became a detective. I have known both the guys that were there that were fighting your boyfriend. One of them is now dead since they were 8 years old. I know the families. I know by person. I didn't even have to get out of the car. That's so insane. Yeah, no, since he was a kid. I know that neighborhood better than anybody in this apartment. And I'm telling you right now, those guys are in the game. Or a little clique, whatever you want to call it. They're getting stock. I know. I'm here to tell you because I arrested all of those people. More and more. So, things to think about because you haven't thought about every little thing that you can do. Just thinking, I'm going to be smart enough. Okay? But I don't think you've thought about a lot of things. And I want you to go and meditate on those for a while, okay?
Close with
Close with them?
Yeah. Like, close friends.
Of the guys that live here in Cash. Which ones?
I don't know.
Well, did you recognize the 2 guys that were standing there?
Mm-hmm.
So you knew them from before.
Yeah.
Did you hook them up with carbs?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how did carbs know to talk to these guys?
They were, I thought they were cool because they were talking rapidly. And then everything just changed.
That's what they said too. It was weird because everything was done and over with. They had already done whatever they were supposed to do, is that correct? Like when they went there to sell and trade guns and drugs with each other. That's what they were there for. They had already completed that transaction. Right?
I don't know what they were going to do.
But whatever it was, you think that it was over or had it just begun? You know what I'm saying? Like, what stage of the deal were they in? Did Carbs get anything out of it? Or did he sell them anything or buy anything? Did he come back with it? Like, hey, this is what I got. Did you see anything in the thing when he came back? Just a gun. You know what happened to the gun? Did you take it when he left you? Do you give him the car? Like when you got dropped off, was that?
Better not be in the car, Daddy. No.
Yeah, you were in a different car. When you got dropped off, they were in their car. And then your mom took them to get gas in her car. Right? That's what happened. You didn't see him throw a gun away, put it in the back seat, in the trunk of the car. You don't know what happened to it. But last time you know that he had a gun was when he got back in the car and you guys left.
After we went to fries.
Right, you left fries and it's in the car. You never saw him get it.
Even though Ariana doesn't provide a clear-cut confession, she's definitely getting a strong reality check of what is yet to come. So this is the moment when Ariana realizes that the walls of questioning are about to cave in on her, leaving nowhere left to run.
You're coming off a major road or coming through the neighborhood. Just asking so I can validate some things that I already know. Because they have cameras, There's big fries. There's a pharmacy that has some cameras. If you don't know, you don't know. Next thing, Carbs just turned 18.
What?
You know that? Is that how old he was? I mean, you know he's a little older than you.
I knew. He was 6. And I told her, I'm like, don't you think that's a little too old? 18 of you.
You're 14. I know there's a misconception out there among kids that juvenile get treated differently, and part of that's true, but also it's not true. Exactly. Like when you get arrested as a kid, a lot of juveniles have to get away with it. Like they're not going to do anything, they're not going to go to prison, they're whatever.
When you're like a teenager?
If you're 14, if you were to do a shoplifting at a 14-year-old, yeah, you go to juvenile detention, right? It's not like going to big boy jail. Detention, yeah. And then you get detention is like kid jail, basically. They keep the kids separate from the adults. So, with him being older, even if he was 17, you're 14, kind of big bad boy, older, impressionable young girl. These kids, he's a kid. Yeah, they're not as tough as they pretend. That's all I'm saying. He's not as bad as he pretends to be. Obviously, he does some bad stuff, but it's pretty stupid. Do you think that he, or any of these game bangers, are actually really tough guys? Like,
I don't think
but you think carbs is? Kind of what you imply that that's some cash in carbs because they're just out of stupid. Some of them are. There are some bad dudes in cash. The guys you tell me they're not. Yeah.
Ariana's silence to reduce the gravity of this murder failed drastically, but was it justified to try her as an adult? After the hearing on May 16, 2019, Ariana was charged with 2 counts of first-degree homicide. She was also indicted for 1 count of conspiracy to commit armed burglary and conspiracy to commit first-degree homicide. Ariana was also charged with 1 count of aggravated assault. Despite Ariana being 14 years old, Ariana is supposed to be charged as an adult. Due to this, she might receive a life sentence with a chance of parole after 25 years. Felix Rios is also expected to receive a similar verdict. Jesus, the main shooter, might face life in prison or the death penalty, depending on the course the trial takes.
What do you know about this shooting? You heard about it, right?
Yeah, I heard about it. My auntie told me about it. My auntie named Katrina. You know, a lady and the baby got robbed. I say people out here been dropping like flies anyway.
On March 21st, 2013, in Brunswick, Georgia, 41-year-old Sherry West walks home with her 13-month-old son, Antonio, when 17-year-old DeMarquise and 15-year-old Dominique Lang demand money. When Sherry has none, DeMarquise shoots her, then kills Antonio instantly. The teens flee. Police later catch Lang, who identifies DeMarquise, and Sherry picks him from a lineup. DeMarquise is taken in for interrogation, leaving the haunting question: what drives such a cold, reckless act?
I gotta take care of something before I tell you anything, though, okay? It's just,
you asked my auntie permission to talk to me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Your aunt?
My auntie, my garden? Because I'm a minor, and y'all...
Actually, you're 17. In the state of Georgia, you are considered an adult.
My last charge I just caught about what? About, was it a week or 2 ago? They can't talk to me because I'm a minor. And I was 17.
Ooh.
So,
well, I don't know. Look, I'm not going to tell you anything until I read all this, okay?
Alright, go ahead.
I'm not going to tell you anything until I read this, okay? Unless you let me read this. Today's date is March 22nd, 2013. Time is 11:58 a.m. We are at the Glenn County PD. What's your first name?
DeMarquise.
How do you spell that?
D-E apostrophe capital M-A-R-Q-U-I-S-E.
And how old are you?
17.
17. And what's your current address?
19. I was staying on with my auntie, but I stay on.
Who you stay there with?
My auntie.
And that's Brunswick, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, what's the last grade you completed in school?
I'm still in school. I go to GED school.
Oh, okay. What was the last grade you were in when you were in
regular school?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I just got out of juvenile. I don't know.
You remember what was the last
7th grade, 8th grade?
Did you ever finish junior high or middle school?
I just go to adult ed. In juvenile, you don't keep up with your grades. You just do caps.
How long you been in it?
2 years.
Okay.
Did you ever go to a regular school though at all? No? You always been in I guess just a GED program?
No, I just got out of jail and I just went to GED program.
Okay. How old did you say you are?
17.
Okay. Where do you go to the GED school at?
Over there, down the street, adult ed. Over there by the bus yard. I go from 12 to 4.
Dude, I know where that is. Okay. What have you been taking anyway?
Sure.
What have you been taking?
Taking language.
Language? Like English?
Yes, sir.
You taking any Spanish or anything?
No, I ain't taking no Spanish. Just trying to catch up on my subjects.
Okay. What we want to talk to you about is the shooting, okay? I'm sure you're already aware, okay? Your name came up, and we just want to clear some things up.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some people mentioned names, so we've got to talk to everybody, obviously.
Yes, sir.
That's part of an investigation, okay? Can I just get you to sign right here? Okay.
Oh, not a sign person.
That's cool. Just however you sign, man.
That laugh on DeMarquise's face doesn't ask for forgiveness. It doesn't even bother to hide guilt. It makes the unthinkable look routine to him. A day after ending a baby's life, he leans back, slips his hands into his pockets, and grins like he's waiting for the next question on a school test. Minutes later, he sees something that cracks his illusion, though his reaction is nothing like what detectives expected.
You related to Karima Elkins?
That's my mama.
Is she? I know her. She remembered me.
You probably got scared now.
Her?
Yeah. My sister just called what the police got. What's going on? I seen y'all when I came out the door. I seen y'all like what?
Oh, I wasn't over there.
No, I'm talking about I seen all the police. Now I came down there. I'm like, why everybody at my sister's house?
Man, how many were there?
About 30.
All right. What I'd like to do. Where'd you say you lived again?
But I stayed my probation stuff on 1909 Goodyear.
Okay, you're on probation.
I'm on state paper.
For what?
Possession of marijuana and possession of residence ball.
Felony probation?
It's like juvenile paper, but it's state papers, and you don't get out that until you're 18.
Oh. Okay. So the address they have on record is which?
My auntie.
Okay, that's right around the block from McDonald's, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start with yesterday. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was the 21st of March. Okay. It was Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Today is Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you stay the night before? Where'd you wake up yesterday morning?
At my house.
Who did you live there with?
My auntie Kiki.
Kiki? Okay, what time was that you got up?
What time I got up?
Yeah.
I ain't get up around. I had to say about 10, 'cause I had to go to school at 12.
One has to wonder how DeMarquise manages to stay so confident, even when he knows he's guilty. But that confidence doesn't come out of nowhere. It comes from experience. Just a week earlier, on March 11th, 2013, he was involved in the shooting of Pastor Wilfredo Calix Flores during a robbery attempt. So no, this wasn't his first time on the wrong side of the law. This wasn't his first interrogation. And clearly, he didn't walk in scared. But what he had done this time was different. He didn't just cross a line, he destroyed it. And for that, there wouldn't be any courtroom sympathy. Not now. Not ever.
Okay, so you went home right there. Who was home when you got there?
Nobody. My auntie don't come home. She don't be coming home till late.
Where she work?
And when she came home, nah, she don't work nowhere. She live off a check like me. Social Security.
So you keep talking about a check. You say you get a Social Security check?
It's a month. A disability. It's a benefit check.
Oh, okay.
Benefit check?
Yes,
Okay, so it's not a disability or something like that, or?
Oh no, I just been getting it since I was little. I just now get a check every month for $700.
Really?
Like, you don't know why you get it, or?
So you walked home, but nobody was home.
Yes,
What time did you get home?
It'll probably take a little minute walk from Rock and Roll to MLK.
It's a bit of a walk, yeah.
Yeah, then when my auntie came home, I was laying in the bed.
But what time did you get home?
Probably about no, it don't take probably about 40 minutes. It don't take that long to get from Rock and Roll to MLK.
So was it around midnight or before midnight?
Nah, before 12, before 12 o'clock though. It ain't nah.
Okay. Did then you said there was nobody home. Did anybody come over?
No, sir. It's really her house, you know what I'm saying?
Where'd you stay?
On MLK.
You stayed the night?
Yes, sir. I stayed there. My clothes there.
Okay. I mean, you stayed home the rest of the night?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What time did you get up this morning?
I got up early because my Uncle John came to pick me up to go to the Social Security place. John Freeman. 1909 Goodyear. That's where I stayed with.
Oh, okay.
He went to go see about my check because my check ain't come.
So he
My benefit ain't
picked
come.
you up what time?
About 7, about 8. Nah, he picked me up around 8. He picked me up early this morning. I just got back when I was coming in the mid with my sister and that's his job. I just got back.
You had gone with
my Uncle John Freeman
to
my own Social Security place.
The one over by like Cilantro's and all?
To my you got like cut in.
Yeah, it's kind of in the back or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and
sir.
how long were you there for?
Went there for nothing about 40 minutes.
We
got there, you know, we the first one. You be the first one.
What time was that about?
About, you don't open it on 9 o'clock, so we got out there at 8:43.
Okay.
So we was sitting out there waiting. So that's how we got in early.
How long were you in there for?
They probably about 8 or 9 people in front of us. We probably sat for a good little 30 minutes or so. Then we went to go talk to a man about my check. And he talk about, he sounded to express or something. And we don't know what's going on. So, I probably just got to wait next Friday for me to get my other check.
So what time did you leave out of there?
From there? I don't even know. I know when I left, as soon as I was walking up, as soon as they got me from the mid, at the same time, as soon as I left.
You go straight there and then
straight back to the mid.
And who was with you besides him?
Just him. Easy to take me out of.
Okay. Here's the thing. You are aware that there's cameras in all the public housing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At any time were you at Glen Village yesterday?
Sure, nah, obviously, Glen Village.
Might have forgotten, but you might have been over there.
I don't know. Mm-hmm.
You don't, because, well, the reason I'm saying it is I wouldn't bring it up if we didn't already review it. You're actually on video.
This is where the investigators start handing out reality checks. The teenager who thought he had it all figured out is now watching his story collapse. They tell him about the video footage, the evidence, the part he never accounted for. But somehow, his confidence doesn't waver. Maybe he still believes there's a way out. Maybe he hasn't fully processed what's coming. It is borderline impressive the level of denial he seems to have. The investigators, to their credit, remain calm and composed. They know they have him dead to rights and simply let the truth settle in. Because by now, the facts are doing all the talking.
Yeah, act like villains.
Yeah.
A little earlier than 10 o'clock, actually, the time you say you got up.
Yeah.
Because they're, I mean, I'm not going to say you might make a mistake or whatever, but what'd you go over there for yesterday?
Me? I just be walking. I don't know, man. I don't think I went to Glenville yesterday, man. To tell the truth, man.
You did because you're on the video. I mean, the video don't lie, you know. Right? Well,
I know. I had to go to school, and I said this school.
Well, I understand that. I understand you went to school.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing is, I'm not lying about that. You actually are on video. Okay? Over at Glen Villas. Okay. I mean, did you go over to see somebody or something?
I ain't go to see nobody. I don't know, man. I'm telling you.
Because you were apparently standing by somebody over there and talking to someone over there. I haven't looked at the rest of the video to see if you went into any apartments or anything like that.
Nah, I don't know. All I do is get, with my money. I got free money. That's it.
Okay.
When you say geek, what you mean? Drugged up?
Nah, man. Smoke me a poke and drink me a Budweiser. That's it. Gotta stay clean.
What do you know about this shooting? You heard about it, right?
Yeah, I heard about it. My auntie told me about it. My auntie named Katrina. You know, she be looking at the news and all that to my She the one, she said, you heard what happened? I like, nah, that what happened. She like, a lady and the baby got robbed and did it. I like, I said, boy, Bronzy getting bad for real, boy.
Yeah, it is.
And I say, people out here been dropping like flies anyway.
It's almost impressive how casually DeMarquise sits there, even as the detectives lay out the evidence. He talks about the shooting with such detachment, like he's describing what he had for lunch. At this point, it genuinely feels like he thinks he's inside a video game. Just another mission. Pull the trigger, move on. No big deal. Someone should remind him he's not in a game. In real life, there are no resets or pauses, just irrevocable consequences.
What else did you hear about it? Like, did you hear who got hurt?
No, sir. I heard my only thing my auntie told me. And my auntie said, you know, my auntie know people on the force anyway, so you know what I'm saying? And she gonna know, and when she know, she gonna let me know. She gonna let everybody know.
She didn't tell you what happened, though?
She told me a lady and the baby down in Dixville. Something like that. I ain't be trying to hear it.
What'd she tell you happened? What'd she tell you happened?
She said the lady got shot.
Lady got shot?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Say anything else about it?
That's it. That's all she said about it. She said all she be like,
They say you might have done it.
Like they said a Mexican boy, it was a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old son who did it. Oh, she said, light skinned boy or something. I said, I'm glad I wasn't around that then. I said, these ain't in it, because I'm dark skinned, because last time when I got out 2 weeks in the malls, they drew down on me in the mall. They told me they thought I was another hard head.
Well, hold on. You just said you weren't down there, but once again, I just told you, we've got you on video at Glen Villas. I mean, I'm not lying. You seem to think that I am, but I'm not. You're actually on video at Glen Villas. So, I mean, you know, you can sit there and say you weren't, but you were. Okay, so what were you down there doing?
I went down there. I don't know, son.
You went down there?
I went down there.
Alright, so we need emergency contact information on you. Who can we call for you in case of emergency? 5185?
Yes, sir. I'm Uncle John's friend.
Who's that?
John Freeman.
You good?
He's hey. Oh, where the county for the car to get back?
What?
The county.
Huh?
The county, my county.
Your county?
Yeah, they for them come to get me, man.
Who's your county?
Brunswick.
You are in Brunswick.
Yeah, the one I'm talking about. They for them come to get me, man.
Why?
Oh no, I don't even know how the hell I died here, man. Well, you can go check all them places I just see.
We are.
And all of them gonna
You
come
didn't really
up to
account
me.
for before 10 o'clock, though. You said you were sleeping.
I'm
However,
home.
well, hold on. Contrary to what you're saying, we've got you on video before that at Glen Villas. Okay? And then we got you in video somewhere else, though.
Video somewhere else. What?
Yeah. See, apparently some people actually have video in their houses.
Alright. I'm just saying, dude, what? Do I need to call my auntie if I can get a lawyer or what? That's what I'm trying to see.
You're an adult. She doesn't have to make decisions for you.
Ooh, that's my garden. That's my garden. I'm not in those till I'm 18, sir.
I understand, you know, state
And
of
I
Georgia.
just caught me another charge,
Well,
so I know
the
what
state
you
of
mean.
Georgia allows you to make that decision at 17.
So you really trying to tell me,
The thing
Mr.
is, down on London, okay, I want to get your side because I've already gotten the side of everyone else, okay? I've gotten witness statements, okay?
Sure.
And I'm not going to lie to you. The kid that you were with already told us everything. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to afford you the opportunity, just like we did to him, to explain actually what happened and maybe tell us actually who did the shooting.
Sir, I don't with nobody.
Because he's putting it on you, and I'm wondering if he was the one doing the shooting.
Man, I don't know what none of this talking about. I don't even know that boy.
You know Dominic.
I don't know nobody. I don't even, he don't know my
You know Dominic, okay, because you were over at his grandmother's house, okay, and several of his family saw you, okay, and his aunt drove you away from there. At which time we got you on video interview at a later point. Yeah.
He don't know nothing about
Amazing where
me.
cameras are.
He don't know nothing about me. He can't even tell you my first and last name.
Okay, here's the thing though, he was able to pick you out in some pictures, okay, and he did know your name.
I mean, did not know.
And here's another thing, we already have everything we need, but we'll want to know, are you sorry for what happened? This baby is dead. I don't know if you
I ain't do nothing, sir.
I don't know if you looked at this kid, this little baby. Okay, but I did. With a bullet right here. Do you have any children?
I ain't do nothing.
Do you got any nephews, nieces?
Yeah.
You do. Would you want that to happen?
Yeah, no, that's why I wouldn't do it to nobody else.
If somebody had done that, you'd want them to.
Hey, that's why I wouldn't do it to nobody else.
If you had done that, would you feel bad?
If I would have did it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't did nothing like that. I wouldn't put myself in a situation.
I understand that you might
like
not
that.
have meant to do it. Okay.
I ain't do nothing, sir. I don't know what you trying to do. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
DeMarquise refused to admit anything. The detectives made one last attempt to reach whatever was left of his conscience. They mentioned his nephews, hoping the thought of children might spark something. Guilt, even a flicker of emotion. But it was all for nothing. Not even a crease on his forehead. Just the same blank calm he walked in with, as if this were all routine. Maybe he still believed he could outlast the truth. That denial was enough. That silence could protect him. But the evidence tells the real story. The surveillance footage, the witnesses, the weapon. Piece by piece, it closes every door he thought he could slip through. On September 12, 2013, DeMarquise was condemned to life without parole, plus 125 years for killing baby Antonio. His mother hid the gun. His aunt and sister lied to protect him. But one by one, they fell. His mother, Karima, got 10 years. His aunt, Katrina, 5. And his sister, Sabrina, was put on probation. His accomplice, Dominique Lang, struck a deal, 2 years and probation. Yet, for Sherry West, who watched her baby die in her arms, for her, no sentence could ever be enough. Justice, even when delivered, felt incomplete.
So now what you're doing is you're just selling me a load of bullshit. You're basically pissing on my back and telling me it's right here.
But I'm telling you, there was a fourth person in that car.
This is 26-year-old Stephen Monroe, arguably one of the most arrogant suspects the detectives have ever encountered. He's accused of shooting to death 16-year-old Noah Smith during a gang fight. The detective wastes no time in giving him a brutal reality check.
You need to tell me the truth. The truth that happened that night is that you guys go down there, you're in the front seat, you have your Glock on you, this boy shot at you and tried to kill you. You guys pull around and you shot at him back. Was it self-defense?
I never had a gun, bro.
But getting closure from Stephen won't be as easy as the detectives thought. Instead, they're about to be met with even more arrogance and a twist they never saw coming.
I didn't shoot.
Oh, they don't.
What I'm telling you, bro. That's all I can tell you.
What caliber gun did you shoot that night?
I didn't shoot any gun.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
On January 12, 2022, 26-year-old Stephen Monroe, 23-year-old Tyrese Patterson, and 16-year-old Devondre Williams were in a black Kia Niro SUV driving through Bunnell, Florida. They went live on Instagram at 5 p.m., taunting Ed Sampson, a guy from a rival gang. They were daring him to fight. The trio circled the area around 405 South Anderson Street several times, seemingly looking for trouble. Around 10 p.m., Monroe and Patterson opened fire at Terrell Sampson, Ed Sampson's brother, sparking a dangerous exchange of gunfire. In the chaos, Terrell's friend, 16-year-old Noah Smith, stepped outside his house, completely unaware of the ongoing gang conflict. A bullet struck him, passed through his body, and killed him instantly. Stephen Monroe and the other suspects were finally arrested in May 2022, months after evading law enforcement. Once in custody, Stephen was brought into the interrogation room, where the pressure of the situation began to overpower him. As the detectives pressed for answers, Stephen did his best to manipulate and evade them, but the truth slowly began to surface.
So, some of the things that we want to talk about here today is basically clarification on some of the stuff from the incident with Noah Smith from January. Okay, so we have spent obviously hundreds, thousands of hours collecting all the information from everybody that was there, all the cameras, all the cell phone records, all the Instagram records, all that. So there's some inconsistencies in what you told us that we need to clarify, okay? Now, I want to ask you one more time, who was in the car the night when you left Rose Petal Drive and you went down to Bunnell that ultimately ended up with Noah Smith passing away?
Some dude that I didn't know, and then it was me, Dre, and Pooh.
Okay, where were you seating?
On this, behind the dude on the left side, from the dude that I didn't know.
Okay, so who was in the front seat?
I think Pooh and Dre was on the right side of me.
Okay, so this is that, and I'm glad that's the first thing you said, because this is the inconsistencies that we have. Okay, so we've met with Dre, and we've also met with Tyrese.
Okay.
All right, they have made it very clear exactly what occurred that night, and what we've determined is that you're being less than honest with us. Yes, about who was in the car that night and where everybody was seated.
No, sir.
Well, all the evidence would suggest that you're not telling us the exact story. We know that there was only 3 people in the car that night. So this guy that you've talked about, this guy with the wigs that was supposedly driving the car, we can tell at this point for sure that person does not exist. Okay, we know who was driving because they've told us out of their own mouth that they were driving. Devondre Williams, in an interview with his mom and us, sat there and told us very clearly that he drove the car down to Bunnell that night. Okay, and he said very clearly that only him, you, and Tyrese Patterson were in that car.
It's not true.
Okay, well, in an independent, separate conversation with Tyrese Patterson today, Tyrese Patterson confirmed that Devondre Williams was driving, and then you and Tyrese Patterson were on the right side of the car. Okay, so we have witnesses, cameras, cell phone records, when phones are in a car with each other, they communicate with each other and they can kind of tell who's all touching each other's Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and all this. And there is no fourth phone in the car, no fourth person. How would you say that? Okay. Are you sure you're talking about the same night that I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you what they told us. They told us that Devondre was driving the car. You guys leave Rose Pedal. You drive down to Benel. Tyrese says that you guys were going to his grandma's house to pick up some weed. You pass the block. Terrell Sampson standing on the corner. Terrell starts shooting at you guys. You make the block, come around. Shots were returned at Terrell Sampson. Okay? We've been told that Devondre Williams had a gun, but he did not shoot anybody that night. Okay? So Devondre was driving. Tyrese was in the back seat on the passenger side, and you were in the front on the passenger side. Okay? Shots were fired at Terrell Sampson. Nobody hit Terrell Sampson. All right? Some would say unfortunately. I don't want to say that, but some would say that.
That's not the truth.
Okay. Well, we have also reviewed all your Instagram stuff, your cell phone. We've gone through everything. There's no mention of any fourth person. We interviewed everybody that was at the house that night. We talked to Adrian, Crystal, Glib, Nevaeh. Everybody clearly states that there was no fourth person in the car that night. It was just the three of you. Now, what you're risking is, if this is not true, what you're risking is now you have become the only person that's not telling the truth about this.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
There was 4 people in that car.
Okay.
The detective lays it all out. Step by step, he walks Stephen through the events of January 12th, establishing a timeline. Every turn of the SUV, every word from Instagram Live. It's all there. Nothing is left to the imagination. And the real punch? Tyrese Patterson and Devondre Williams have already cracked. They've confessed, and their stories perfectly align with the timeline the detective now presents. It seems like it feels like a classic checkmate, but somehow Stephen still won't fold. Whether it's fear, pride, or pure stubbornness, he clings to denial and his story of the imaginary fourth person in the car. As if lying about the fourth person wasn't enough, Stephen is going to dig his own grave with even more arrogance.
Tyrese Patterson just told me 5 minutes ago that if Dre was driving, Dre hands him a gun. You have your own gun. And you and Tyrese fire at Terrell.
Of course they gonna try to put me in it.
Well, Dre said the same thing.
Of course they gonna try to put me in it. They both got a lot against me.
What does Dre have against you? It seems like you and Dre are pretty tight.
Well, I had gave them the house, like I said, because they didn't have nowhere to stay. You feel me? And none of them was paying bills, so I had to dismiss it. You feel me? Because nobody was paying bills. So they was pretty much had to find their own way of doing things. And since I was moving, nobody was gonna have nowhere to go. You feel me? But I wanted to stay somewhere where nobody was finna pay the bills and I'm just paying by myself.
Fair.
So, and
that would lead them to tell on themselves and implicate themselves in a homicide?
Because they're already in some stuff. So of course they're gonna try to drag whoever they can into it.
Well, I'll use this word because this is exactly what happened. But Tyrese Patterson confessed to shooting and accidentally hitting Noah Smith today.
Okay.
Dre confessed to driving the car after Terrell Sampson shot at the car. Dre says he looped around the block, gave the gun to Pooh. You and Pooh shoot down the block. Okay.
That's still not true.
All right. Well, there was 2 guns used in the shooting.
Okay.
We're being told that both guns were given to you to get rid of. Okay?
That's crazy.
That's what they're saying. Listen, I don't have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not a magician, unfortunately. I can't tell you exactly what happened. I can only tell you what we're being told. And that is what we're being told, and it matches up with the evidence a heck of a lot more than this guy that you're saying that you don't know, you've never met before, and just happens to show up the night that there's a shooting in Benel. And
I understand what you're hearing. I understand what I'm risking.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, there was a 4th person in that car.
Okay.
And I know where I was sitting. And I know exactly what I saw. You feel me?
Okay.
Stephen now claims he was the one sheltering Tyrese and Devondre, and that he gave them a place and paid their bills. But as he's on the hot seat, he says they've turned on him out of spite. Maybe there's some truth in that grudge. But here's the thing. Holding a grudge is one thing, But admitting to a killing, that's something entirely different. Tyrese has already admitted to pulling the trigger that struck Noah Smith, calling it an accident in the heat of a gang-fueled crossfire. The pieces line up, yet Steven continues to hold back. But why? Why would he be deflecting if he didn't pull the trigger?
So, what do you know about this fourth person?
Nothing. I just know that he had wigs. I ain't never seen him before.
So what?
The first time I seen him, like I said, because Pooh came to the house with him and they asked us, because it was just me and Dre at the house at first. Well, and besides the other people that was there, you feel me? And he came and he asked us, do we want to smoke? And I said, yeah. You feel me? So we all got in the car. And then, like I said, we went to Bunnell and we started smoking. And that's when all of that stuff happened.
And what? So, but Pooh was at the house all day.
No, Pooh was not at the house all day.
Where was he?
I don't know. But
So
it wasn't
you guys
at the house all day. Dre, it was like I said, it was me. It was Lil. No, Lil wasn't there. It was me. It was Nevaeh. It was Adrian. And then there was Dre. You feel me? I don't know where Pooh was all day, but.
Well, we have videos from your Instagram Live.
Okay, but he wasn't there all day.
Well, he put you guys in Bunnell on the corner of South Peach Street and East Bowie Street at around 11 a.m. And you're singing your song, smoking. Pooh's in the driver's seat, Dre's in the back. You guys were just posted up on the corner waiting for somebody to pull up, right? Nobody pulls up. You guys leave around 5 o'clock. You guys meet up with Ed Boy at the gym, and y'all had him running, right? Somebody pulled a gun on him, whatever. I don't know about that. But Ed Boy's at the gym. Y'all had him running. Ed Boy, Ed Boy. This is the whole Instagram Live video that we had seen. A 15-minute video of you and Pooh in the driver's seat of this Kia. And y'all are both pointing guns at the phone saying, you know, the ops basically, that Ed Boy's bitch, Rod's like, pull up then, all this taunting sort of. And then that means Pooh's at your house a couple of hours before you guys roll out to Bunnell. You guys are together. The phones match up together all day long. So later on, Pooh is sleeping or high or whatever. Dre drives the Kia. You guys go down to Bunnell together. This guy, this fourth guy, is not on any videos, no record of him anywhere. Tyrese Patterson, without explaining to him what you said, tells us very clearly, this is what happened that night. Dre's driving, Creek is in the front, I'm in the back. We go down there, we're not looking for trouble. Terrell shoots at us, we come back, and we let off rounds at Terrell. And somehow,
I hear what you're saying.
Noah got hit.
But I'm telling you, there was a fourth person in that car.
Okay.
And Dre was not driving.
Okay.
Dre was right next to me.
Okay. And did Dre shoot?
Like I said, I didn't see. You feel me? I was too busy hearing the gun sounds and putting my head down.
Okay, so everything is on Pooh. Pooh's fault for everything. You think Pooh should get charged with murder?
Like I said, I mean, he just admitted to you he was shooting, you feel me?
Okay.
But like I said, there was a fourth person in that car. Like I said, I remember, I know what I seen.
Okay.
Remember?
And you sure you're not confusing it with some other name?
No, I'm sure.
Because I know you guys have done, you guys have ridden around there a few times.
No, I'm sure.
Okay. Now, the next couple hours later, you hit up, and I know you used to be affiliated with G and all that, right? So a couple of hours later, you hit up your boy on Instagram, and you tell him that you need some help. You gotta get out of town or something. And dude can't talk on the phone for some reason, so he's like, just code it out, right? So then you write 211 on a norm. You write 2-11 on a norm, N-O-R-M. What does 211 on a norm mean to you?
Help. Somebody trying to kill me.
Okay. Are there any other lies you want to sit here and look at me in the face and disrespect me like that? You want to just get that out of the way? Because 211, yes you are. 211 on a norm does not mean help, okay? If you don't think that we have access to all this old school GD that we can just pull up.
But that's old. That's not.
Oh, the new. So, okay, so.
I'm not finna sit here and lie to you and disrespect.
No, that's exactly what you're doing.
I'm trying to go home.
I'll tell you what you are. Is that you're a very bright young man.
Okay.
You come from a good family. Okay. You have a good situation at home. You have a stepdaughter. You have a girl that's probably willing to marry you someday. Okay? Now that girl also drove a car that ended up killing Kamarion. Right? Now your girl is also facing charges for murder.
The detective plays it wisely, a clear sign of his experience. He has all the evidence to prove Stephen's guilt, but what he's really after is full closure from Stephen. So he brings up the one person Stephen never expected to be dragged into this mess, his girlfriend. Stephen may still try to deny it, but what comes next is something he never saw coming.
So now what you're doing is you're just selling me a load of bull. You're basically pissing on my back and telling me it's right here. And I'll tell you this right now. 211 on a norm does not need help. Everybody knows that, okay? I know what the second letter of the alphabet is, and I know what the 11th letter of the alphabet is, all right? And I know in my mind what on a norm means, okay? And we have ran this by multiple GDs, both old and young. We ran it by gang investigators. So I know what 211 means. 211 means blood killing, okay? On a norm means civilian, somebody that's not affiliated, not associated, okay? That's what that means. That's what you wrote a couple of hours afterwards. To me, that means that you knew for sure that this boy was dead and that you needed help to get out of town, right? Because what happened was you guys killed a normal person. That's what it means, okay? You were in the car when this guy died. I'm not saying you shot him.
I'm telling you, like I said, help. I need help.
Right. 211 means blood killing. Right?
I don't know, dude.
You don't know what 211 means?
Bro, I'm not even like banging like that.
You used to be.
Yeah, I used to be.
Listen, man, in your music videos and all the shit that you claim, that's a different persona.
I hear what you're saying.
Than the Stephen Monroe that's crying to me, begging for help.
Yeah, I understand what
That's a different person.
Okay.
Okay? So you got to decide which person are you going to be right now, because today is the day.
Me, Stephen.
Right.
Not,
well, I'll tell you what, in about 6 minutes, the whole world is going to find out what's happening with all this.
I understand what you're saying.
All right? Because in 6 minutes, we're going live with local news all over the state of Florida. You need to decide right now, are you going to be the only one that has a different story that's not true?
But that's the truth, though.
That's
all
not
I can only tell you.
Devondre confessed to driving the car.
I hear what you're saying. I hear
And
what you're
Pooh
saying.
confessed to being in the back and shooting. You need to tell me the truth. The truth that happened that night is that you guys go down there, you're in the front seat, you have your Glock on you, this boy shot at you and tried to kill you. You guys pull around and you shot at him back. Was it self-defense?
I never had a gun, bro. And I wasn't sitting in the front seat. I know where I was sitting.
Okay, so all the other videos of you having a gun a couple of hours beforehand, days beforehand, weeks beforehand, all these guns that you're playing with all the time, right? The guns that all your roommates tell us that you have. All these things. This is the one time you guys decide to go down to op territory and not have your pole?
That's it. It was Dre gun. Like I said.
Which one?
Whatever gun that y'all talking about.
Okay.
Any of them guns.
I'm not saying who
Dre
owns
stuff.
the gun. I don't care who owns the gun.
I understand what you're saying.
You shot down the
I'm
block
telling
that
you.
night.
No, I didn't.
Steven, you are going to fuck yourself because you're the only one lying.
Okay.
You're the only one lying. Why the would you be the only one lying in this scenario?
I hear what you're saying.
No, I don't think you do, man. I don't know if you think this is just fake, but it ain't.
Okay.
Tyrese is in the other room, a couple rooms down. He's getting arrested for first-degree murder as we
I hear
speak.
what you're saying, dude. I understand what you're saying.
Okay, I don't.
What you're saying, but I do.
Stephen, I don't think you do. I don't think you do. The state attorney's office is not very happy with the fact that you're making up this fourth person and that you're putting somebody else in this mess that doesn't need to be involved, because you guys need to be held accountable for your actions, okay? Devondre Williams is driving, Tyrese Patterson shot, and you shot. How many times did you shoot? That is the big question.
I didn't shoot.
Okay, well, you shot a Glock that night.
No, I didn't.
Okay, there's witnesses there, and there's two co-defendants in the car.
I hear what you're saying. Of course, they're going to try to drag me in something because they already in some.
They told on themselves. They don't have to drag you into nothing.
Yes,
they told on
they do
themselves.
because they don't want to go down by themselves.
They don't give a
Exactly.
No, Dre doesn't want to go down whatsoever. Okay. Right? So he says you shoot, and he says Pooh shoots. Pooh, this morning, out of anger, we slide him a piece of paper that says you have a warrant for your arrest for murder. He's like, F that, I'm not the only one going down to this. I'll tell you what happened. He tells us the whole story, and it exactly matches up with the evidence. Exactly.
I hear what you're saying, but
what you're saying does not make any sense.
No driver. You
said a driver shot out of the driver's seat, right? You said a driver shot the opposite direction. This driver, this guy.
Because he did.
So he shot down the other end of the block where there was no ops at?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yes, but now, bro, they're just trying to wet shit up. They're just trying to kill people. They don't care about anything.
Oh, they don't.
What I'm telling you, bro. That's all I can tell you.
What caliber gun did you shoot that night?
I didn't shoot any gun.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. And I'll tell you what, the caliber of the gun makes a big difference in this situation.
I understand what you're
Okay,
saying.
no, I don't think you do exactly, okay? Because, listen, ultimately, Noah was shot and killed with a specific type of bullet, okay? And I think you know whose gun killed Noah Smith.
The detective doesn't flinch. He's done playing nice. One by one, he slams down the evidence and confessions from Tyrese and Devondre. Every single piece fits together like a puzzle, and each one slices deeper into Steven's fabricated tale. Still, Steven keeps trying to spin the story, clinging to the idea of a mysterious fourth person in the car. He is clearly trying to manipulate the moment like he's still got the upper hand. But soon, this wannabe gangster is about to have a full-blown reality check and turn into a crybaby.
Right? Now, what I'm telling you is that there was multiple shell casings on scene from 2 different guns. DNA has been recovered from those shell casings. Okay? The DNA is being sent off, and we're going to compare it to yours. I'll tell you, I'll bet you $1 million that your DNA is all over those shell casings. Those are guns that you've handled multiple times.
Yeah, I touched it.
Right, you touched it, sure. Those are guns that you've handled. You're in the car. This boy gets shot. Pooh shoots a gun down the street. He told us what type of gun it was. You shoot a gun down the street. You need to tell me what type of gun that is, because we need to figure out if your bullet is the one that killed Noah or not. Because I'll tell you what, at the end of the day, that is a massive factor in this case. Do you want to just be somebody in the car that was shooting at Terrell? Terrell don't want to press charges. Terrell's going down for this shit too. You think Terrell's going to come in here and say, oh, yeah, I want to press charges against Stephen Monroe for shooting at me? Nobody gives a about that. Everybody just wants everybody to be held accountable for what they did during the Noah Smith case. All right? And you were in that car. You shot a gun down the street. I know you shot a Glock. I want to know what caliber it was. 2 options. Because this kid was hit with a specific type of bullet. And if you say the right one, you might be all right. I know this is tough, man. I get it. Because you've thought to yourself 1,000 times. You've played it over with Donna. This is what we're going to say. You've talked about it with Dre. This is what we're going to say. All right? And now shit is crashing down on everybody because nobody was able to stay 10 toes down and keep it 100. That's not the way things work, bro. That's not the way it works. All we had to do was slide a piece of paper across the table to Tyrese, and Tyrese flipped immediately. We picked up Dre on some bullshit charge. He comes in with his mama, and he is spilling the beans immediately. You're the only one that's lying. And the opinion of most people, and I'm talking about a jury, let's say, 12 people are going to sit there, and they're going to listen to sweet little 80-pound Devondre Williams say, this is what I did, I'm really sorry for my actions. Tyrese Patterson's going to say, this is what I did, I didn't mean to kill Noah, it was an accident. And then you're going to get up there and say, actually, there was some fourth guy with Wicks, and he did that, and I was just minding my own business in the backseat, when everybody knows it's not true, man. You have to tell the truth. You have to tell the truth, Stephen. Think about what your parents are going to say about this, man. Your parents are good people, man. We know what you did, and it's all going to come out. It's just a matter of fact of whether or not you are going to be honest about it and be asked for forgiveness, or you're just going to be the guy that lies and says, I don't want to be held responsible for what I did. And that is not the right place to be. What caliber gun did you shoot that night?
Stephen is clearly broken, and the weight of his guilt is crushing him. The detectives see it, and they know this is the moment to push for the truth, and the secret is finally about to come to light.
Stephen, listen. It's all right. Listen, you're a grown man, okay? You got to make a choice right now. Okay, I understand. You have to make a choice right now. Are you going to be painted out to be a liar, or are you going to stand up here like a man and say exactly what you did and let the chips fall where they may? I understand. Listen, man, I know you're scared. I know you are scared. Listen, this is not where you need to be right now.
I don't know what kind of gun it was. I really don't.
Okay. There's 2 options, Stephen. Was it a .40 caliber or was it a 9mm? Which one did you shoot that night? Okay, whose gun was it? They were all Dre's. They were all Dre's, both guns? Did Dre give his gun to who? Okay. Now, I want to try this again, all right? And we're on the right path now. Where exactly were you seating in the car? Tell the truth.
In the front seat.
Okay. Who was driving?
Dre.
All right. And where was Pooh sitting?
In the back seat.
Okay. And then you guys go down there. Why were you guys going down there now?
To smoke.
Okay. So then, did you see Terrell Sampson shoot at your car? You did. Did you know it was Terrell Sampson? But you just heard the gunshots? Okay. How did we find out it was Terrell Sampson that was shooting at you guys? How did you find out, not me?
Because people were talking about it.
Okay. So when you guys come around the block and you guys start letting off fire down the block, what was the intended target? Was it Noah Smith? Did you guys try to shoot and kill Noah Smith? No?
I don't know if that's what they're aiming for.
You don't know that who was aiming for? Okay, who were you aiming at? Huh? You were aiming at Terrell? Did you see him standing out there? Did he still have a gun when he was standing out there? Okay, did you think he was going to shoot at you? You did. Okay. How many times did you shoot? This is the big important question. Just one time? And you can't remember what kind of gun you had? And listen, you've already done a really good job, okay? But I do think, listen, relax, man. I do think that you know exactly what gun you had because I believe that that's your gun.
I don't know what kind of gun I really don't.
Okay. All right, listen, relax. Hey. Okay, I know you don't want to be here, man. Nobody wants to be here. I get that. I completely get that. Tyrese just got hit with a murder charge, bro.
I just don't want to be in this situation. I'm just trying to protect myself.
I get it. You're trying to protect yourself. I understand that. And listen, you have an attorney that you can explain all this to, but you have to be honest with your attorney too. How is your attorney going to rightfully defend you if you're not telling him exactly what happened? And then you're letting the police find out all the information and find out all the details to make you look like a liar. And then how is anybody going to feel bad for you if you're just sitting up here telling things that aren't true? That's what I'm trying to get across to you. Okay?
It wasn't Steven's bullet that took Noah's life, but that doesn't make him any less afraid of the truth. He's scared to death to admit his part, maybe because he still doesn't fully grasp the weight of the damage he's caused. Deep down, he's just trying to protect himself, hoping his lies will act like armor. But the truth is, no lie can save him now.
Ultimately, you have to stand up like a man and defend yourself in front of people in a courtroom. And you have to be able to say, this is what I did, and this is why I did it. And when you are saying things that are clearly not true, that's when you look to be like a monster, and people don't trust you anymore, okay? You have to be trustworthy. All right, so let's start out. How did all this beef start? What is the problem between the Sampsons and you guys?
I don't know. I inherited the beef because Dre didn't have nowhere to stay and Pooh didn't have nowhere to stay, so I let them stay at my house.
Okay.
And then they were already beefing with these people. I was just being a friend. I was not finna let nobody just hurt my friends or do whatever. Starting to run up on me and they telling me they got my address and stuff. And
right. Who said they had your address?
I don't know. One of them said they had it. We was arguing with him on live.
Was that Rod?
I think it was Rod.
Because Rod was on the live saying, like, I just passed Rose Petal. Okay. So what you guys are at Rose Petal. You guys are going to go down to Bunnell to go get some weed to smoke. Is that right? Did you guys leave Rose Petal with the purpose of going to start some with the ops?
No.
Okay, when you get down there, You're driving down Anderson Street. Dre is in the front driving, you are in the front passenger, and Pooh is right behind you in the passenger, right? Okay, when you get to that corner there by the houses, by like Sweat up there, what happens out there? Who says what?
I don't really know where, like, the know like that. Like
No,
I said, but
well,
I just know that.
Where Terrell was standing. What?
Seen Terrell.
Okay.
And Pooh started yelling. I guess he was telling people to get out the way. And Terrell started shooting at the car. And he spun back. And Terrell. And then he just started shooting at Terrell.
Okay, so Terrell starts shooting. You guys make the corner, right? You go down the road where the gym's at. You come down Bowie Street, right? This is all on camera, so that's why I'm saying it, because I know for a fact. You pull up to the corner, Dre's driving. Now he pulls up so that you and Pooh have a clear line of sight, so you can see exactly down the street there. And then you and Pooh just start shooting at the same time. Did Pooh shoot first? Do you know who shot first?
As I said, one time, Pooh was dumping a whole clip.
Okay, you shot one time and Pooh dumped the whole clip.
Or what I thought was the whole clip. I didn't know he was shooting a lot, and I just shot one time.
Okay. All right, so then after that, you guys leave Benel, you guys go back to Rose Petal, right? That's what all the surveillance cameras show. What happens once you guys get back to Rose Petal?
Get back. Everybody starts hitting us up. I go in my room. They leave. I'm in my room. I'm sleeping. I don't know what happened after that.
Okay. Creep, I need to know where these guns are at.
I really don't know where they're at.
Tyrese told me this morning that you were going to give them to somebody around the way, around the corner, and that they were going to hold them for you.
No.
I need to get these guns off the street.
I don't know where they're at.
Okay.
And I didn't give nobody nothing.
People in the house have told us that you were going to get rid of them.
Oh.
And then Tyrese told us this morning that you were going to give them to a neighbor.
That's not true.
I'm telling you though, when we find those guns, if we can prove that it was you who hid them or didn't give them over to law enforcement, that's not going to be good for you.
I understand.
I hope so. Yep. All right. Deputy Hagerty's going to take you now.
Stephen's confession remains incomplete as he chose to hold back one key bit of information, and that was where he hid the guns. But fortunately, detectives found all the answers at the end as they secured the guns used in the crime and the CCTV footage that captured the incident. Investigators found 6 shell casings, 5 from a 9mm gun, and 1 from a .40 caliber gun. 2 years later, a friend of Stephen was found with a .40 caliber Glock 23 in Castleberry, Florida. Stephen Monroe was charged with first-degree murder for his role in the crime. His trial was held in February 2025. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Tyrese Patterson was first charged with first-degree murder, but later pleaded no contest to second-degree murder. He now faces 25 to 50 years in prison and is still waiting to be sentenced.
Who killed your mom?
Killed?
Yes. It's you, your dad, and your mom at the house.
At this life-defining moment, Carson Glover is confronted with the murder of his mother, Sonia, who was found lying in a pool of blood. As suspicion begins to fall on both him and his father, William, Carson's unsettling demeanor provokes more questions than sympathy.
They killed my mom.
Well, explain what you...
Chainsaws. Machetes.
Carson's behavior borders on delusional, but what he did was downright bizarre.
Hey, bro.
This is serious.
Hey, bro.
Nobody else in here.
I know it's crazy. He ain't arresting me or nothing.
Why would we arrest you?
Because he's saying my mom's name.
Carson attempts to outsmart the detectives, but they're determined to uncover the secret he's desperately trying to hide behind his facade of madness.
I'm the best teammate y'all got.
And
know?
that's why we're trying to get good
and
information.
then y'all is just some damn police officers.
On December 21st, 2019, in Sherwood, Arkansas, 55-year-old William Glover reported discovering the body of his wife, 54-year-old Sonia Glover, on the couch, covered in blood. Inside the home, officers also encountered the couple's 19-year-old son, Carson Glover. Both William and Carson were taken to the police station for further questioning.
I'm Detective McDermott, Sherwood Police Department. Along with me here, Sergeant Hicks. And in front of me is Carson Glover. So Carson, go ahead and tell me yesterday, your whole day, from the time you woke up.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, first when I woke up, I split a little firewood because we almost had a whole load to take down the street to sell the firewood. So we, after we did that, we took it down the street and sold the firewood.
And who'd we?
This is at like 2 o'clock, and this is me and my dad.
Okay.
And then, let me think for a second. When my mom got there, when me and my dad got there, my mom wasn't there, and I called her, and she said she was at Goodwill, Dollar Tree, going to Jacksonville Goodwill, saying she's going to be back later. So she didn't get there till like, let's say about 5:30. And then what happened? I knew this was going to happen, but at 5:30, what happened? Oh yeah, me and my dad, we got a fire pit going because he was going to make some cheeseburgers on the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then, hold on. But you see, come out. That's all correct. But there was like times where I kept leaving and my dad kept leaving. So like I don't know the order. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, just
like I would go to my friend's house, and then I would go to my house. Then I would go to another friend's house, and my dad would be over here going to his friend's house, going to go get some more firewood. You know what I mean? Like I was over here going to my friend's house, hanging out with my friends, and my dad was working pretty much.
So let's start back real quick, okay? And we'll walk through it, okay?
Yeah,
I'll help
yeah.
you with. So what time did you wake up yesterday?
About 10:45.
10:45. Okay, and you were at your house at.
Yes, I was.
Okay, was anybody else in the residence?
Yeah.
Who?
My mom and dad.
Okay. All right. So you got home around 10 o'clock, you said? Who was all at the residence when you got home?
I know my mom's car was there.
Did you see your mom?
She was laying down on the couch.
Okay. Did you speak to her? Did you see her?
No, I'm trying to remember. My dad's truck was there. No, well, yeah, she was sleeping on the couch.
Okay. So she was sleeping on the couch, and then what happened?
After what?
Well, you walked in, you seen her sleeping on the couch, then what'd you do?
Well, I probably went to my room, but no, I was trying to figure out what I did before then. Because I don't remember, like, if my dad was there. It's just like a whole bunch of different variations. Like, if my dad's not there, I'm going to get my friend to come back over. And it's, I don't know how to describe it to you. It's like a bunch of crazy life stories you have to be with. You got to be with our friends to know, I guess.
Carson offers a vague timeline riddled with inconsistencies, despite the fact that the events occurred just a day earlier. During questioning, he lets something slip. He knew this was going to happen. He claims he saw his mother lying on the couch when he got home that night, assuming she was asleep. However, his reluctance to provide clear answers and his evasive demeanor suggest that he's dodging the truth, confident that he's outsmarting the investigators. Then, he says something so unexpected that it leaves detectives stunned.
All right, well, look,
That's probably what it is.
Carson, this is what I'm trying to figure
I
out.
don't want the person that gets hurt. I don't want you to know nothing about them.
What do you mean by that?
They killed my mom.
Well, explain what you...
Chainsaws, machetes. What do you mean? Y'all are talking to me. I have a brother too.
Well, we can only talk to one at a time.
Exactly. That's stupid.
All right. You got home around 10, and your mom was sleeping on the couch.
Right.
And she wasn't hurt or anything?
I didn't mess with her.
Well, I know that. I'm saying she wasn't hurt.
I didn't mess with her. I
Okay.
seen afterwards. So,
Okay.
okay. But I didn't walk over there towards her.
Okay. So tell me, after she was done, she was sleeping on the couch.
And then, oh my God.
What did you do? You said you probably went to your room? Or
Wait,
what?
What was your question?
You said, after you seen her sleeping on the couch, you said you probably went to your room?
Yeah, I either went to my room or fireplace, maybe.
Okay, which is it? Which one did you do? Did you go to your room?
Maybe both.
Okay. Then what happened after that? Did you go to sleep or just stay in your room? Or
No, I did go out to the fire. I went to my room, then I did go back to the fireplace, went back to my room, and then that's when my dad got there. And then I heard screaming, I ran in there, and then I instantly seen a pillow right there covered in blood.
How long was your dad home from the time you heard the screaming?
How long was he home since I heard the screaming? Like, my dad just got home, then I heard the screaming.
Well, that's what you said earlier. You said you weren't sure if he was home, and then you said he just got
Nah,
home.
he was freaking out. He wasn't like screaming, you know.
How did you know your dad just got home? Is what I'm trying to ask.
I heard the door.
You heard which door?
The door, the red door.
The front door?
The front door is loud. I mean, you can hear it.
Okay. And then after you heard the door open, then what?
And then I still stayed in my room, and then like 2 seconds later, he said, "She's dead." That's exactly what he said.
Okay. How did he say it?
Screaming.
Okay. Do you know who would do this to your mom?
No.
As Carson continues to speak, he unknowingly digs himself deeper. In an attempt to deflect attention, he mentions having a brother, subtly shifting suspicion in another direction. He claims it was his father's screams that drew him from his room to discover his mother's body. However, the longer the questioning continues, the more twisted it becomes. Detectives begin to wonder, is Carson covering for his father or deliberately painting him as the villain to save himself? Now they're about to confront him about a statement he made just moments ago, and his reaction only deepens their suspicion.
That's what we're just trying to make sure that we're on the same page with you. We want to understand.
Because
What?
a
It's
couple of your
impossible.
statements, your timeline kind of keeps mixing up. So that's what I'm trying to.
I'm
walk
really
with.
good at that, though. I'm good at that. I'll admit that.
Well,
Like timelines and like
let me ask
on
you this.
points, exactly 9 o'clock. I'm good at that.
Well, that's all
What's
we're
up?
trying to establish. So let me ask you this. You said a statement earlier. You said you knew this was going to happen. What did you
I
mean
ain't
by
say that. No, I did not say that.
Well, actually, I wrote it down when you said it.
I knew
So
this was going to happen.
You said it, and I wrote it down right when you
I
said
knew this. No, I never.
Okay.
I didn't say. No. Time out.
it. Okay, it's fine.
I might have said something similar or
Okay,
whatever.
what did you mean?
No, when did you hear me say that?
Right
I'm
at the beginning.
curious.
Yeah, right at the beginning.
Of here?
Mhm.
I knew this was going to happen. And, well, I was, about what? You knew what was
I'm
going
trying
to
to
happen.
ask you. I'm trying to ask you what you meant by that.
Well, shoot, I'm over here freaking out. I think I'm, like, in jail right now.
You're not in jail.
I
You're
know,
not.
but it's just the way I am.
We're trying to figure out what happened to your mom, okay?
That's taken care of. What we doing? Let's like put in some investigation or
That's
something.
what we're doing.
That's what we're doing right now. Okay.
We have to get the timelines. Everybody that's seen her. We got
Some
to we got to
damn
build.
kid probably.
Why do you think that? Is there a kid in particular?
Not
you think?
particular. Well, there was, but I don't really think so.
Who?
No, that. I mean, he's done for.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. I want to help me understand what it's like in your household living there. How would you describe living there at your house?
It's arguments. It's pretty. I mean, it's arguments and fights all the time.
Okay.
But it's not like no pa or fighting. It's like
who's arguing?
Pouring milk and Mountain Dew on each other type of fighting.
Right. Well, who's fighting?
That happened that happened last night.
And mom, or you and dad, or
dad, them two.
You talking about you two being, or them two being your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened last night.
What happened last
night? My dad poured Mountain Dew on my mom.
Okay.
And one time poured coffee on it.
Okay.
What time did that all happen?
That one happened a while back, but coffee was yesterday. I mean, the Mountain Dew was yesterday. And something else serious happened yesterday, but I can't remember.
Tell us about it.
I'm thanking you, man. And I seen him pour the coffee on it.
What happened after?
Hot coffee.
When was that?
That was a couple months ago. That was like 3 months ago. But my dad's he's not a bad person though. He's kind of he's a little crazier, you know.
What happened after he poured Mountain Dew on her?
Well, actually, I don't know because I was in my room. Next thing I know, they both ran outside and then they locked themselves out. So I had to go unlock them in. And then my mom was trying to scratch me and stuff. But
that was tonight?
That was yesterday.
Well, what time was that?
Late, like 11 o'clock. I'm surprised the cops didn't call in.
Like 11 o'clock last night?
Mm-hmm. Like they were screaming super loud.
Carson backtracks on a statement he made just moments earlier, but the detectives aren't fooled. His tone shifts and he begins to sound like a victim, even grimly suggesting his fate is already sealed. As the questioning deepens, detectives ask about his parents' relationship. Carson's response paints a troubling picture of his father, William, either exposing a motive rooted in alleged mistreatment or cleverly deflecting blame once again. Whether it's the truth or manipulation, the detectives sense a deeper game at play, and they're determined to uncover it.
I'm going to ask you another question. I want you to be truthful. Okay? Does your dad own any type of firearm? Handgun, rifle?
My dad?
Yes.
I don't know what my dad does.
Well, doesn't he like to hunt and stuff?
I don't know what my dad owns as a firearm.
Are there any in the house? Do you own one?
Okay, see, now that's a problem because there's no guns. There's no guns.
All right, Carson.
Okay.
What?
Are you being 100% truthful?
They're not mine for sure.
I didn't say they were yours. I'm just asking, are there any guns in the house? Because you know there's ways that we can test.
Okay.
Are there any guns in the house?
I don't know if my dad has any guns in the house, but look, I do, but you won't find them.
It's not to get anybody in trouble. We're just trying to answer that question.
Carson, look, I understand the father-son relationship, and I understand that you're wanting
to go home.
Go home, but you're also wanting to protect him. You're
No,
scared of
I don't.
answers.
Hey, but when I get out of here, I'm not sure what the I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be bouncing off walls. You know, you feel me?
Just listen. I understand You're
Listen.
scared to answer some of the questions because you're afraid you might say the wrong thing. All we want is the truth. Because right now, that's going to help you. You understand?
I ain't going to no court.
I didn't say you're going to court.
I already got felony.
Listen. You understand how serious this is.
No, that's the thing. I really don't think I do. I think I just need a plea for insanity right now.
Carson, look at me.
Plea for what?
Insanity.
You seen your mom, right?
No.
That's how serious this is.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
This is serious.
Hey, bro.
There's nobody else in here.
I know it's crazy. He ain't arrested me or nothing.
Why would we arrest you?
Because he's saying my mom's name. Bro, I will destroy this whole room.
For what?
For no reason.
Well, that ain't gonna happen.
What?
That's not what we're here for. We want to get justice for your mom. Is that not what you want?
It. We're trying to find who did this to your mom.
Honestly. Okay, how are we gonna do it? What are we gonna do?
Well, that's what we're
It's
trying
like-
to ask questions.
But no, I'm the best teammate y'all got.
And that's why we're trying to get good
and
information.
then y'all is just some damn police officers.
Mhm.
I just need to hit the streets myself.
Well, right now, the last two people that saw your mom are you and your dad, and that's what we're trying to establish. When somebody last seen them, what was there, what was.
I couldn't look.
Okay, well, y'all are the last
I'm
two.
gonna be traumatized.
I'm sure.
It ain't even hit me yet, by the way.
And it hadn't. Did at any time you get over near your mom or anything to even check on her?
I seen a pillow of blood right there, and that's as far as I could go.
What else did you see?
That's it. I seen my dad looking at her face.
What was he doing?
I don't know. I was getting out of the door.
Where'd you go after you seen her?
What?
Where'd you go after you seen her?
Out the door.
What does that mean?
Like, well, really, that's a lot of blood out the door. I got to get out of here.
Okay.
What did you think happened to your mom?
So my dad kept saying she got killed. She's killed. She's killed.
Sonia was found shot to death in her home, and detectives were fully focused on locating the murder weapon. With no signs of forced entry and no clear suspect, suspicion quickly narrowed in on Carson and his father. In cases like this, the killer is often someone the victim knew, someone disturbingly close. Carson, attempting to outwit the detectives, admits to having a gun in the house but claims they'll never find it. He then escalates, threatening to destroy the room. Detectives are now certain he's involved, but the only question is who pulled the trigger. But Carson remains unaware of just how intense the confrontation ahead will be.
Carson, let me ask you this. Did you hear anything last night? Any sounds, anything?
No. None at all. No.
Did you hear them talking?
Who?
Your mom and dad, or your mom or anybody?
No.
Because your mom has some injuries where it would take some, you would hear it, okay?
What you mean?
I mean, with that amount of blood, you would probably hear somebody getting injured. So that's why I'm asking you, did you hear
Injured?
Yes.
So she got injured? Like, what do you mean? Like punched in the face?
I don't know what happened to her, but she has injuries on her. And that's
There's
what I'm trying-
trauma to her face
Yes.
and head, so we're trying to figure out.
Okay, it's a big difference of a lot of stuff, but okay.
So we're trying to, did you hear anything?
No, I didn't hear nothing. No.
So let me ask you this. Who would do this to your mom out of the whole world?
I mean, I can make a list of people that would want to hurt my mom.
That would be great.
Yeah. and explain why they would want to hurt your mom. Right. Let me ask you this. Do you think your father's capable of doing this?
No. No.
And why do you say that?
He's not, unless he is really mad, and I ain't seen that really mad. But my brother wasn't around. That's the thing. If my brother was around, I would have knew he did it.
Why's that?
Because my brother would have done that easily. But he wasn't around though. That's the thing.
Did you kill your mom?
Hell no.
Then who did it?
I don't know.
Do you realize?
I got.
Go ahead. No.
Nah, because whatever you say.
Listen. Your dad's in there and you're in there. And your mom's dead. So help me understand that you didn't do it. Then who killed your mom?
Killed?
Yes. It's you, your dad, and your mom at the house.
I can tell by looking at your face or something you're not telling me.
Nah, this ain't even that.
Then what is it? There's only 3 people in the house. One of them is now dead. How did she die? I mean, you're telling me she was shot now. We didn't know that before. Or that he said that she had been shot.
I'm not even looking at her.
You didn't
That's
look
all?
at her at all? I mean, when
I'm not even looking at her.
he's told her that she's dead and you didn't even look at your mother?
Not if my dad's screaming that in my face, no.
Okay.
Get him out of here. What do you mean? Damn, you.
I need to know about the gun.
The gun?
What kind of guns does your dad have?
I don't know. I know he had an AR because that's the only thing I liked. Alright, see, look, never mind. You wouldn't. I don't know if you'll believe me.
What about 22?
I believe you.
That's
You just
pretty
got
common.
Because like, if my murder weapon would be the AR. You see what I'm saying? See where I'm going with that? Because that.
Officers spoke with his father, William, who claimed he found his wife, Sonia, unresponsive on the living room couch. Instead of calling 911 himself, William ran to a neighbor's house and asked them to make the call. As investigators compared the statements from William and Carson, subtle inconsistencies began to surface. In an effort to clarify the timeline, detectives brought Carson in for a second interview. Yet again, he remained vague, offering little useful information. Days later, the case took a dramatic turn. William returned to the station and revealed new critical details that would shift the entire direction of the investigation. Based on his statement, detectives secured a warrant and arrested Carson. This time, he wasn't brought in as a witness, but as the prime suspect in the murder of his mother, Sonia Glover.
Carson. I came up here because I was worried about you. You understand? You just gotta get the truth out. You just gotta get the truth out, man. That's all you gotta do. Tell me what happened, man. And then we'll just go from there, okay?
What's gonna happen to me?
We're gonna talk about it all after that. I'll be straight up honest with you. So first, you have to tell me what happened. You gotta meet me halfway. Okay? Carson, you gotta get it out of you, man. I told you yesterday I was eating you alive. Tell me what happened. So I can help you. Why'd you kill your mom? Carson, do you love your mom? Do you love your mom, Carson?
Yeah.
Well, then talk to me and tell me how much you love him by talking to me.
The only one that did.
You're the only one that did?
Yes.
I believe it. You hear me? I believe it. You told me about how you constantly couldn't wait for her to come home. So tell me what changed that day. Was it because they weren't going to support you no more? Was it because of court fines?
She's probably ready to go.
What do you mean by she was ready to go? I don't understand what that means. What do you mean?
That's when he flipped out.
Okay, Carson. You didn't tell me what happened, and you're not being truthful.
No, I'm not being truthful.
Because you missed a lot. You missed a lot.
It's very hard for me to lie.
You missed where she died. You missed that part. So Carson, come on. It's time to stop playing.
He's ready to go.
You ready to go where? Because right now, you have the opportunity to talk to me. Tell me what happened. And I can help you. Look at me. Look at me. Right now. I'm giving you this chance. Tell me what happened. Carson, I already know what you did. But you have to show that you're cooperating to help you.
Okay, y'all told my friends that like there was freaking fingerprints on the gun. Probably. I don't know all of them. My fingerprints probably on all the guns in the house.
Okay.
Is that illegal?
No.
I mean, I never possessed them.
No.
I have touched them, and I touched that.
That's fine.
And I even at one point acted dumb and recorded myself with one of them before.
Okay. That's fine.
They are.
That's fine.
And then I posted on my Instagram, being really dumb.
Almost everybody your age does.
Yeah, but yeah.
It's fine. But you guys show me your cooperation. Which gun did you use? Yes, you do. Carson, now it's your
I don't know.
The detective appeals to Carson's humanity, urging him to come clean. He reminds Carson of the bond he once shared with his mother and pleads with him to honor her memory. In a fleeting moment of vulnerability, Carson lets something slip, a chilling motive cloaked in indifference. He mutters, "She was ready to go," a subtle yet sinister hint of what's to come. What he reveals next only deepens the mystery and darkens the truth.
I think I got a drug problem.
Okay.
Well, like, not really, but like, I get addicted to weed. I guess you could say, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But like, it's hard for me to start. Like, I usually don't be like, all right, let's start doing a bunch of drugs. But when I get you doing drugs, yeah.
Okay. Were you high that day?
No.
Okay.
But it was like 2 days before.
Okay. What'd you do?
First time getting high on the wall.
What'd you do?
I just smoked a lot of weed.
Okay.
Well, like I said, weed makes me paranoid, so I don't really like smoking weed. Like, it makes me feel different than it used to make me feel.
Did you take something that made you crazy? You weren't thinking straight? It's okay. Did you take some kind of pill or something? You didn't know what it was, or it made you act different?
No.
Why'd you shoot your mom? Just tell me why. Why'd you shoot your mom?
No. It's not what happened. You should probably ask somebody for that. I don't understand what you're saying. I guess you should have wrote it down. Carson, I know you shot your mom. I'm asking you why. Why'd you do it? I told you, we got to fix now. I told you that yesterday. I'm trying to help you get through this now. I'm just asking you, why did you do it? I know you're scared of your dad. You hear me? I know who he is. I know you're scared of him. Carson, or something. Carson, look at me. Look at me. I know you shot your mom. Okay. I just need to know which weapon you used. Where it's at. And you're not telling me. So like a kid doesn't get it or something? I need to. That would be nice. I hope it ain't where a kid could get it. I need to know which weapon you used. I walk out that door. I mean, I have freaking temper tantrums. Like anything thrown around, I probably did it. What else did you do? Nah, I'm not saying I had temper tantrum that day or even a couple days before that. I didn't. But sometimes I do. Well, what happened that day? I've even dragged my mattresses out, threw them in the yard for it. What happened that day? Nothing. I mean, we was both feeling good. The whole family was feeling good. Wait, do you remember? Is that the same day my mom found out that I stole $40? Yes. It is the same day. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Like she was a little pissed off when she got home, but like I just give her a hug and stuff and just calm down, and she was over that. I mean, then why'd you do it? And tell me why. Because if you don't, it's going to make you look like a monster. You did it for no reason. So tell me why you did it. Get it off your shoulders.
Carson admits to using drugs, hinting at a possible motive behind his actions, yet he continues to deny committing the murder. But the detectives already hold a critical piece of the puzzle. Carson's father, William, had told them his son confessed to killing Sonia. Still, the evidence that will seal Carson's fate is about to come to light.
Why that night? What was going on with her? Why was she hurting so bad that night?
I don't know. I think you give me a sign. I think you give me signs. What kind of sign? They call them signs. What kind of sign? They'll hide it. What was the sign she was giving you?
Okay. It's all right.
What sign was she giving you, Carson? They was signing their bags to me. They knew. Carson, you got to help me understand a little bit more. It was like, oh.
Carson, tell me this.
It was sad. It's just so sad.
Yeah, it is. How many times?
A couple. Summer.
Shot her a couple times. Just to make sure she wasn't in pain. Did you think she was still alive afterwards? Is why you Googled to make sure? Yes.
Yeah. What did you do with the weapon afterwards? Where'd you put it? Carson, we put it back in the backpack. In the backpack? Yes, okay. Yeah, that one. Okay, good. That's what we need, okay, Carson? You gotta get it out, man. You can't carry all that. No man can.
Can you tell me what it looked like?
Green.
It's green?
Yeah. Green and 22 long rifle Browning.
Okay.
22 long rifle Browning.
Pistol?
Pistol.
Okay.
Or pistol.
Yeah, but it's called 22 long rifle. Browning Buckmaster.
You told her something right after you pulled the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? It's okay, man. It's all right. I know, but what'd you tell her? I already know.
I'm sorry, I love you.
I know. Because you do.
And I could tell she was already done. And when I said it, it didn't go to her. And I felt that. She didn't read my message.
Had Sonia simply reached a breaking point, or was there a far more sinister reason behind her death? With the confession secured, detectives concluded their interrogation. Both father and son were arrested and booked into the Pulaski County Regional Detention Facility. Now, the focus shifts to the courtroom, where the real battle for justice is just beginning. Carson Glover was initially charged with first-degree murder, but later accepted a plea deal and was convicted of second-degree murder in September 2023. He was sentenced to 35 years in prison without the possibility of parole. As the investigation progressed, it was also revealed that his father, William Glover, had attempted to help him cover up the crime. William was charged with hindering apprehension or prosecution for obstructing the investigation.